All right, everybody, back here with part two of the 2032 World Series. O's are up 2-0 in the series, and we are headed to Wrigley for game three. All right, sound is okay, screen looks okay. As always, we'll see what we get once we get to the stadium for how smooth it is. Just to go over the pitching matchup for this game real quick. We got Luis Patino, who has really been my number one starter the last several years. Started to trail off a bit this year. He's just turned 33 a few days ago. But really, just like in general, since I got him in 2026, pretty much about a 4 WAR guy for me on average. 28.8 WAR over 222 starts. And the big news is, I mean, not big news, but I guess one story is that this will, unless we go to game 7 and he pitches game 7, could be his last start as an Orioles. He's 33. He's got a player option next year for the 5th year of his contract, and he's asking for 7 years, $28 million on top of picking up this option. So I'm thinking that he'll probably opt out. And so this could be his last start with the team. He's really been my ace for years. I mean, I've kind of had like other guys who have had a couple years as good as him, or like pitched at the top of rotation, maybe been better than him. But I mean, he's been with me for 7 seasons and been like a top of the rotation guy that entire time. And then for them, we got Pat Hudspeth going, who was a first-round pick, 2023, second overall. And he strikes a ton of dudes out, but his control is not great, which I think is different. That seems to have dropped. Yeah, I mean, less than a year ago, entering the season, he had a 45 control, according to my scout. Now he's at a 35. His walks did jump to 5 per 9 this inning after being around 3 previous years, but he's still striking out 11.5 guys per 9. That led the league with 272 strikeouts. And so he's a really good starter. He did tear his flexor tendon. That was back in 2030. He had a torn labrum in 2027. So a couple of big injuries, but nothing too recent. So that's who's starting for the Cubs. And yeah, I think that's about it. Hopefully Steve got the national anthem in. I see he asked everybody to stand for that before we started. So hopefully that's out of the way. Oh, Alex, hey man, thank you. Yeah, I did reach 1,000 subscribers yesterday. So I don't know, maybe you can tell me how long, because I think you have many thousand subscribers. Maybe you and Steve can tell me how long it's going to take for YouTube to get back to me to say, yes, your channel can be monetized, because it's in that process or whatever. Like my AdSense is hooked up to it, and we're in the review process, which from what I read a couple articles on it, and it looks like it takes anywhere from like 2 to 3 days to like 3 weeks. So we'll see. But yeah, I guess we should get out to the ballpark and get on with game 3. Hopefully the stream a week or so. Cool. All right. Yeah. Awesome. And let's get on out there to Wrigley, see the opening lineups. Or the starting lineups, I guess you should call them. So this looks like the same lineup they've been running with, I believe. Trujillo, I don't know if he's been in the lineup. Maybe he has been. It's been like 5 days since I watched it. So somebody's watching this on replay in a month and watches them back to back. Yeah, it's been like 5 days. So Patino, Hudspeth, our lineup's the same. We're facing a righty, so Ortega's batting leadoff, and Armendariz, Weinberger, Maldonado, Angeletta, Sandoval, Trujillo, Amador, Sanchez is our lineup, which is pretty much the lineup we've gone with versus righties since we had Sal Stewart and Julio Concepcion fall out with injuries. And the weather is partly cloudy, 36 degrees, wind blowing in from right at 10. So glad I'm in Baltimore in my in my office at a computer doing this and not actually out at Wrigley, because 36 degrees with 10-mile-an-hour sustained winds sounds pretty miserable for 3+ hours. All right, I think that's it. I think we're getting out to the yard. Let me make sure this volume is not too loud. Oh, weird. And out of the park just crashed on us. I did it? Yeah. So out of the park just randomly crashed. I don't know. I think the stream is still showing it for you guys. I don't know if you just haven't caught up. I have like a picture with the screen on. Give me a second. Yeah, you guys can still see my out of the park screen, but it actually crashed and I'm reloading it right now. And I did have it saved. I haven't backed it up since the all right. Yeah. I'm gonna start. I'm interested. It's interesting that it's still showing on the screen. It's still showing the out of the park screen from the lineup. So I wonder what's gonna happen when I get out of the park reopened here. All right, give me just a second. Stop screen. Hey, how you guys doing? All right, share the screen. Huh. All right, give me a second here. All right. Not now. Yeah, it is not registering out of the park. All right, so I'm sitting up over my computer. Was not planning to have my I don't have my light on or anything. So here's my out of the park. Got it up. Cool. All right. I'm gonna quit out of the park and restart it. It would be cool if, like, I don't know, 50% of the streams, like OBS or StreamYard, didn't stop working. All right, so what I'm doing is closing out of the park, because when I go to share my screen within frickin' StreamYard here, it doesn't give, so it's not giving me out of the park as an option to share, which is super fun. I'm about to get monetized though, so I can't cuss about it. Oh, actually, my brother can eat shit. How about that? Hopefully that doesn't scare off the advertisers. I hope you. Yeah, so I don't have my light on or anything. Pretty dark in here. Anyways, this is riveting stuff. I know. Shout out to my brother for letting us all know what he thought about it. So I am. You guys can't see it, but I'm reopening out of the park, and in the hopes that StreamYard will now register it. If not, I give up, and I'll have to start a new stream with a new link, which is cool since I've had this one out there for several days. Allow. Boom. Go there. All right, we should be back in business. All right, so now we just got to get it reloaded. Hopefully it's got us in the same spot. I did have it saved. Like, I saved it many times. This particular save takes forever to load because I have almost every league in it. Cool, and we're at the same spot. All right, thanks for hanging in there to everybody except Mike. And All right. So everything looks the same here. It's 43 degrees. The wind is still blowing in at 10 miles an hour. A little warmer out there for the ball players, though. And just make sure our lineup looks good. All right, I'm going to hit the start game button again. That's what doomed us last time. Is the sound? No, we just need the picture. Well, I don't apologize, Mike. I was frustrated and you were heckling me, so I don't know what you thought was going to happen there. Anyways, I'm drinking a beer, and it's an oatmeal, or it's a coffee stout. All right, so we got Ben Ortega up, and Pat Hudspeth on the mound, who we already reviewed. He has had a rough postseason, 16 in the third, 21 hits, 13 runs, 18 strikeouts still, but 11 walks. So he's really had issues with control, and let's get to it. This is an 0-2 pitch. And that's in the air to center and deep, but I think their center fielder's got it. Maybe he doesn't have it. Is that gone? Oh, no, he caught it. All right. Kind of back in the ivy there. It doesn't look too choppy for you guys. Not perfect, but not as bad as it's been. So here's Armendariz. Average, on base, OPS, all getting up there, but still no home runs here in the postseason. 38 straight at bats, plus a bunch of walks. This is first pitch of the at-bat. And that's hit real deep to left, but I think he's got that. Yeah, all right. So hit the ball hard twice, hit the ball deep twice. So now we've got Baltimore cult hero Ethan Weinberger up, certainly in the discussion for World Series MVP through 2 games. Here's a 1-1. And that's another fly ball. That's to left. That's much more shallow. And we're going to the bottom of the inning. Jake Goloff leading it off. 1-2 pitch. And that's on a rope to right, but Weinberger's got it. We've got one down. Rusty McLaren's up, the 0-2 pitch. Strikes him out. Now here's Jonathan Salisbury. Here's another 0-2 pitch. And that's in the air to right. Weinberger's coming on over, and he's got it. And we're through 1. There's Bob Maldonado to lead it off for us. This is a 2-1 pitch. Grounded to go off at second, and he's out. And now here is Mike Angeletta, another guy who's got to be in the running for World Series MVP. Went 4 for 5, I think, last game. This is a full count pitch coming to our former first-round pick. Grounded to first. He's out of there. We got 2 down. Moving right along now. Here's Chris Sandoval, rookie infielder, playing third base for us due to some injuries. 3-2 pitch, and he's down on strikes. Now we got Jim Williams up, power hitter, to lead it off for the Cubs. This is a 3-2 pitch. Walks him. Luis Verdugo now. This is a 2-2 pitch. And he struck him out. Alfonso Rivas, former Orioles prospect up, the number 6 hitter for the Cubs in the twilight of his career. 1-1 pitch, grounded to short, to second, 1 over to first. Double play, so Patino is through 2. And we are quickly on to the third. Number 7 hitter, catcher Victor Trujillo, leading it off for the O's. 2-2 pitch. And he's down on strikes called. Fastball, 96 miles an hour. Here's our slick fielding shortstop, Adele Amador. First pitch of the at-bat. Swung on, base hit right field. All right, now here's number 9 hitter, Franklin Sanchez, 1-2 pitch. Struck him out. Ben Ortega, 1-1 pitch. And that's a base hit to center. Should move the runner up to second. Oh, he's going to go to third, and he's going to make it. All right, so we got first and third, 2 downs, and Mario Armendariz is up with a chance to do some damage here. Come on, Mario. This is a full count pitch. And grounded slowly to third. Over to first. He's got him. Hudspeth works out of it. We're going to the bottom of the third now. Patino back on the mound, 25 pitches through 2. Here's Ronnie Mauricio. 2-2 pitch. And he's down on strikes. Patino with 3 Ks already through 2 1/3. Now here's left fielder for the Cubs, Jesus Trujillo, 3-1. And that is crushed to right. I think that's gone. Right center. Yep. The bleacher creatures out in right center getting a souvenir from number 8 hitter Trujillo. And now that brings up Miguel Amaya, the catcher. 2-1 pitch. That is grounded to Armendariz at first. Patino covers the bag. He's got him. And now we've got back to the top of the order. Jake Goloff is up. 2-1 pitch. And that's into center. Sanchez makes a diving catch for it. And we are through 3. Cubs 1, O's nothing. We've got Ethan Weinberger, the number 3 hitter, leading us off. He's 0 for 1 today. This is a 1-0 pitch coming, and that is in the air to shallow left field. Third baseman's going back, and he's got it on the grass. Now Bob Maldonado's up, who's cooled off since starting off the postseason on fire. And this is a 2-1 pitch coming to Bob. And that is a grounder to short, and he's out of there. And now we've got Mike Angeletta coming up, 1-1 pitch. And that is in the air, left center. Center fielder's going over. Oh, left fielder calls him off. Trujillo calling center fielder off after his home run. And now we're going to the bottom of the 4th. Rusty McLaren leading it off for the Cubs, 1-0 pitch. And that is smoked down the right field line. That's looking like a double. Weinberger's over and gathers it and throws it back in, but a leadoff double here for the Cubs. And now we've got Jonathan Salisbury, the slugging first baseman. 0-1 pitch coming to him. Grounded to short. That'll get the runner to third. Amador guns it over to first for the out. And now we've got 1 down, man on third. Infield's going to come in. I guess that's cool. All right. Jim, it's pretty aggressive with the offense we have and only down 1 run, but I don't mind it. Jim Williams is up now. 3-2 pitch. Oh, ball 4. Said he checked his swing there. Yeah, so now the infield is in at the corners and the middle is back in double play up because now we got first and third, 1 down, and their number 5 hitter, third baseman Luis Verdugo is up. And we've got an 0-2 pitch coming to him. And that's in the air to center. Sanchez is coming in on it. We might have a play at the plate here. Nope, not even going to test it. All right, that's a big out. That's a big out. Sanchez has a good arm, not an amazing arm compared to the rest of my outfield, but that was a pretty shallow ball. So now Alfonso Rivas is up with a chance to do some damage here against the team that traded him when he was just a prospect. 3-2, and he walks in. So Patino's struggling with the control a little bit here in the 4th, and he is in a spot. So Mauricio's up. He's had a nice postseason. And bases loaded, 2 down. Honestly, with how well Mauricio hits righties compared to lefties, and the next guy hit a home run off Patino and is a lefty, I'm considering bringing in a lefty here to just shut this thing down quickly. But I'm going to give Patino a little bit more time. 1-2 pitch. And that's a pass ball or a wild pitch. Wild pitch. Runner comes in. Other guys scoot up. We've got a 2-2 or 3-2 pitch now coming from Patino. And that's popped in the air to shallow center. That should get him out of it without any more damage. Amador's got it. And we're through 4, down 2-0. So now here's Sandoval. The trade involving Rivas was to the Phillies, and I forget. It was a pitcher I had for maybe like a season that I got at the trade deadline, maybe like Alex Wood or somebody like that. All right, so now we got 2-0 pitch coming to Sandoval, and that's a base hit to center. The only inning we've really threatened was that one inning when Armendariz was up with 2 men on and 2 down. But now Sandoval's on to lead off the 5th, and here's Trujillo, 0-0 pitch. That might be a double play. Ground ball to short. Oh, not going to be able to get him at second, but they're going to get the hitter at first. So Trujillo's retired, and now we got Sandoval on second. Amador's up at the plate, 1 down. First pitch of the at bat coming from Hudspeth, and that is grounded sharply to second, but right at him. Goes to first for the out. Runner goes to third, but they're now 2 down, and we've got number 9 hitter Franklin Sanchez up. Here comes a 1-1 pitch. That's in the air to right, but looks like he's got it. All right. So we are now going to the bottom of the 5th. Patino, I'm going to stick with him here. 2 hits, 2 runs, 3 walks, 3 Ks. And here's the guy who went yard off of him the first time up. Jesus Trujillo. Here comes an 0-1 pitch. And that is in the air to deep left center, but looks like it might be playable. Yeah, wow. Ortega ran it down and caught it at the wall in the gaps. Now here's number 9 hitter Miguel Amaya, 1-0 pitch. And that is deep to center. Sanchez going back on the track, and he's got it at the wall. Wow. So two straight balls to the wall there. Now here's Jake Goloff. Here comes a 3-1 pitch from Patino. And that is crushed. That, I think, is gone. All right. So they're kind of starting to tee off on Patino here. He hasn't been his sharpest in terms of control. And remember, I reviewed before the series, really like Goloff is the only one who has bad splits versus that is much better against lefties than righties. The rest of their lineup, it's very lefty heavy, and even their right-handed hitters and switch hitters are pretty even in terms of lefty versus righty. There's not much of a difference. Like really, other than go off, like I pretty much went straight lefties in. So at this point, like Patino's, he's done. I'm bringing in a lefty for him. And one thing I forgot to check was, see, Caldera came in and pitched a really long. So Caldera is not available, my top lefty. He's at 40%. Correa is at 91%. And Christopher Sanchez is at 100%. I'm going to bring in Sanchez just because we're already down in this game. And I think he's a super legit reliever, but he's not my ace shutdown reliever. That would be Correa for today, out of lefties, since Caldera is unavailable. So we're bringing in Christopher Sanchez here with 2 down in the 5th to face Rusty McLaren. This is a 2-2 pitch coming from Sanchez. And that is ripped down the line and right. That's looking like a double at least. Weinberger's over in the corner to get it, taking his time. And it's going to be a triple. All right. So now we got 2 down, men on third. Salisbury's up. Here comes a 2-2 pitch. That is popped up right side of the infield. Somebody's got it. Angeletta makes the catch. All right, and we're going to the top of the 6th. Ben Ortega, the top of the order up for the O's. Time for them to do something here. Here's a 2-2 pitch coming to Ortega. And that is grounded to second, looking like an easy out. Yep. And now here's Mario Armendariz. Would be good time for him to really bust out here with a power streak. 1-1. And that is popped up right side of the infield. Second baseman's got it. And we've got 2 down. Ethan Weinberger up. The 1-2 pitch coming to Weinberger. And he strikes him out. It's only 4 strikeouts for Hudspeth, and he hasn't walked that many either. We put a ton of balls in play, it seems like. All right, so Sanchez is just going to give us as many innings as he can as long as he's moderately effective. So here's Williams to lead it off, lefty on lefty, 2-1 pitch to their cleanup hitter, and that is a base hit up the middle. And now we've got Luis Verdugo up, who's 0 for 2 today, the 1-1 pitch. Grounded to short, could be 2. Second 1, but Verdugo is too fast to get him at first, even though he's only at 40 speed. And that was a pretty sharply hit ball. I'm surprised we couldn't turn that. So now here's Rivas up, 2-2 pitch. Let's check him out looking. We got 2 down now. And Ronnie Mauricio is up. 2-2 pitch to him. That's grounded to Angeletta at second. He's going to go to first. And we are through 6 at Wrigley. No, I don't think we'd be winning this game if you had chosen not to be a bully in the comments and I hadn't appropriately addressed you. But I appreciate the question. Bob Maldonado is up now to lead off the 7th against Hudspeth, who's at 71 pitches. He hasn't walked any, which is crazy because this guy walks like over 5 guys per 9. And he's also only struck out 4 through 6, which is lower than what he normally is, like between 11 and 12 per 9. And now here comes the 1-1 pitch. And that is grounded to first. And he's out of there. Cool. Hey, Mike Johns, what's going on, man? Welcome. Now here's Mike Angeletta with 1 down, 1-1 pitch. And that is grounded to third, and he's out of there. Now here's Chris Sandoval. He had a base hit his last time up. Couldn't bring him in, though. 1-1 pitch with 2 down, and that is clubbed to right center. Off the wall, in the air. Sandoval runs pretty well. I think that's going to be a triple for him. All right, so now we've got 2 down, man on third. Sandoval was on third with 2 down last time he was up, and we couldn't bring him in. Here's Victor Trujillo, our catcher, who has cooled off since a hot start to the postseason. Here comes a 2-1 pitch to Victor, and that is a base hit to right field. We're on the board. All right. It's a big run. Chip away, chip away. So now here's Adel Amador. Amador, the 2-0 pitch. And that is grounded to second, and that's going to end the inning. But we get a run. We got a run, so it's 3-1, and we're going to the bottom of the 7th. Sanchez has thrown 30 pitches, still has plenty in the tank. I'm going to stick with him because I really like having a lefty in here versus 8 out of the 9 Cubs batters. So Trujillo, who hit a home run for them earlier, is up. This is a 2-2 pitch, and that is hit in the air to left, but Ortega's got it. All right. So now we've got 1 down. Amaya is up, and here's a 1-2 pitch. Ooh, drilled him. Don't really want to be letting guys on for free here, especially the number 9 hitter. Not necessarily the guy we want to do that to. Now there's Goloff, who hit a home run last time up against Patino. Here's a 1-0 pitch to Goloff, and Goloff has got a base hit to right. So now I'm going to let the lefty Sanchez face the lefty McLaren here, even though McLaren did take him down the line for a double last time. And then we'll see what's going on at that point in terms of if we want to bring in a righty to face Salisbury. But the issue is we really want a lefty in to face Williams because he basically is one of the best hitters in the league against righties and totally incompetent against lefties. So kind of in a spot here. And I trust Sanchez to do this. It's just like I can't play the matchups every batter because they've got their lineup so well every other lefty, righty, lefty, righty. All right, so we got 1 down. McLaren's up. This is first pitch of the at-bat. And that's down the line and right. That might score a run. It is going to score a run. He's going to go to second. Other runner's going to go to third. All right, so now we've got a 4-1 lead. A 4-1 deficit. We've got second and third. We're in danger of this thing just totally slipping out of control here. And so here's my choices. Salisbury, and I'm going to look at his career in the majors. He's 93 WRC plus against lefties. Against righties, he's a 109. So obviously better against righties and lefties. He's got a kind of reverse split thing going on there. And Jim Williams, though, is the real problem child here when it comes to splits, I think. Yeah, WRC plus against lefties is a 68. Against righties is a 120. So I really think I want to continue to have a lefty on the mound here. And Verdugo is, let's see, against lefties, he's a 107 in his career. Against righties, he's a 100. So not a huge difference there. But, so I want a lefty for Salisbury, actually, because he's got reverse splits. Even though the ratings say he's better, his career has not worked out that way. And for Williams, I definitely want a lefty in, so I don't want to bring in a righty and then be forced to have a righty face Williams. And the reason why I'm kind of hesitating, I guess, is because Caldera's gassed, right? Sanchez is going to be unavailable next game. Correa I could bring in, but he threw 27 pitches 3 days ago. He's only at 91%. If I use him some, I run the danger of really being limited on lefties next game. But I'm going to bring in the lefty Correa because we got to just play for today and hope that I can take him out after just a couple batters. But he is my last lefty of the day, is what sucks. So I don't know who manages the Cubs, actually. I'll look after the game. I'll try to remember. So we got the infield in, which I agree with. We got Salisbury up. It's lefty on righty. And we got one down. Here comes a 1-1 pitch from Correa. And that is hit in the air to fairly deep right, but Weinberger's got it, but that's going to get the runner home from third. It's a 5-1 game now. And now here we've got Williams up, 3-0 pitch, and he walks him on 4 pitches. That was the matchup where he really wanted the lefty in. So now here's Verdugo with first and second and 2 down, 2-1 pitch. That is grounded slowly to third. Sandoval's got it, guns it across. So we're through 7. The game's now 5-1. And we got Franklin Sanchez, our number 9 hitter, up. Hudspeth's still in for them at 87 pitches. This is an 0-1 pitch coming. And that is laced down the left field line. That should be extra bases. Left fielder slow getting to it. Over in the corner, digs it out. But the speedy Sanchez is easily into second with a leadoff double. I have intentional walk turned down really low, Mike. I could have done it there. That's one situation where it might have made sense. But I really just tend to not intentionally walk anybody. But I agree, if there's a situation to do it in, it's that one. All right, so now we've got a man on second, nobody down. Hudspeth still on the mound, top of the order up. This is our chance to do something. 3-1 pitch coming to Ortega, and he walked him. All right, we're in business now. This is our chance. I mean, we've at least got a chance here to get back in this game. They're going to the pen. They're bringing in this guy, Eric Palmer. Palmer has thrown 10 2/3 inning in the postseason. He threw 55 innings for him this year to a 5.01 ERA. The year before, 39 innings with a 1.85 ERA. It looks like he walks a bunch of dudes and strikes a bunch of dudes out, is what it kind of looks like. But he's in here. I think this is his first appearance in the World Series. And he's got Mario Armendariz to deal with. Smartly not bringing in a lefty, having a righty to face Armendariz. But we'll see what happens here. This is first pitch of the at-bat. It looks like Mario is going to welcome him to the game with a first pitch swinging. And that is base hit right field. We'll see what Sanchez does. He's going to hold up. I'm fine with that decision. We need a whole bunch of runs to come in. No need to force an issue at the plate here. And so now we've got bases loaded. They've got the corners like half in. They got the middle infield back. And Ethan Weinberger, the switch hitter, who has had a great few games here. I think he's got 2 home runs in the World Series, in because of the injury to our normal right fielder, Concepcion. And here comes a 1-2 pitch to Ethan with nobody down, bases loaded, and he strikes out looking. Come on, man. All right, so now we got Bob Maldonado up, our cleanup hitter, our 6'10" designated hitter, 1 down, lefty on righty. Let's go, Bob. This is a first pitch, and that is a shallow pop-up into shallow right. Second baseman goes back and gets it. Man, so now we got 2 down. And we've got Mike Angeletta up, who has been hot lately, but he's 0 for 3 today. And, man, this would be a freaking big wasted opportunity. First pitch of the at-bat coming. And that is grounded to short, and we're going to get no runs out of the bases loaded and nobody out, and our 3, 4, 5 hitters up. I mean, whatever. You can't ask for a much better opportunity than that. At this point, I'm taking Correa out. I do not want any more to use any more of his tank today, and I am going to bring in I think I'm going to bring in Anchetta. It was either Anchetta or Rujo. These are the guys that I'm least likely to use in a big game if the guy's left. And since we're down 5-1, but this guy's still a really good reliever, but he's only thrown a third of an inning in the postseason, and he gave up, I think, a home run. But he's in here. Get some work. Hopefully he's facing Rivas. He's a righty, which is a little rough facing this Cubs lineup, but what can you do? All my lefties are either used or unavailable today. So here's a 1-1 pitch to lead it off against Rivas, and that's slow grounded to third. Sandoval with a strong arm across the diamond. He's got him. And now we've got Mauricio up, 3-1 pitch coming, and he walks. Now here's Jesus Trujillo, first pitch of the at-bat, and that's a pass ball. Oh, they're saying a wild pitch. All right, if you say so. Runner goes to second. So now here's a 2-2 pitch to Mauricio. Man on second, 1 down, and that is ripped into center field, but Sanchez ranges to his left and dives, makes a huge catch to save a run and extra bases. Now here's their catcher, Amaya up, a 2-2 pitch, grounded to short. Amador's got it, over to first. And we're going to the top of the 9th. Down 5-1. Here's Sandoval. He's 2 for 3 today. Here's a 1-1 or a 1-0 pitch. And that is a slow grounder. Pitcher comes off the mound, grabs it, throws to first, and gets him by a step. Now here's Trujillo, who has an RBI today. 3-2 pitch. And he is down on strikes called. Now we've got Adel Amador up with 2 down. Here comes a 1-1 pitch. Last chance for the O's. And that is a fly ball, left center field, playable. Left fielder's coming over, makes the catch. Cubs win the game. Get back in the series. O's still lead 2-1. Not much offense here. My 3-4-5, all 0 for 4. And biggest, they were all 0 for 1 with the bases loaded in the top of the 8th inning. And Sanchez and Sandoval each had an extra base hit. Trujillo had the RBI. Patino was not bad, but not especially sharp. Sanchez was not great. Correa worked out of a jam. And Anchetta was fine. So that's all for this one. And so let's go ahead and finish today. Check out the pitching matchup for our next game. We've got Ben Schilt, the reigning AL Cy Young Award winner. Put up 3.9 WAR with a 3.6 ERA, 3.8 FIP for us. Only 7.1 Ks per 9. Pretty good pitcher, though. He has only pitched 1 game in the postseason because of the way we've won series quickly. He pitched against Houston, went 5 1/3, 4 hits, 2 runs, 1 earned, struck out 3, walked 1. And for the Cubs, they are throwing Seth Corey, who they signed as a free agent before the 2030 season, and he was a monster for them this year. He put up 5 WAR, 3.29 ERA, 3.43 FIP. He threw a couple games in the National Series, and he put up 4.1 WAR the year before. He doesn't strike a ton of guys out. His strikeout to walk ratio isn't great, but he doesn't really give up many home runs. He's a 3-time All-Star. And, yeah, so pretty good pitcher for them on the mound. Let's go ahead and see what I'm working with in terms of relievers. So Sanchez is totally gassed. He's at 31%, so he's unavailable. And Caldera is up to 60%. So I can use Caldera if I need to. And Correa is at 83%. So I'd love to stay away from all 3 lefties. That's going to be really hard to do given this Cubs lineup. But hopefully Schilt can give us a serious amount of innings, or maybe our lineup can just put this game out of reach early on. That would be pretty awesome. So let's get out to Wrigley. We are looking at partly cloudy, 40 degrees, wind blowing in from right at 11. And actually, give me a second. I want to do something. The weather will be different. I want to save this because since it crashed last time, I don't want to lose that game. And just since it was acting funny. So, and like I said, this save kind of takes forever to save because I have so many leagues in it and a million face gen, I guess, and all that. It's the only time I've done basically every league and out of the park, and I kind of knew that it wasn't the best idea, but I wanted to do it for fun. I didn't anticipate necessarily playing it this long or broadcasting it on YouTube when I bought the game. So give me a second here, and we'll be ready to go. Hopefully, Mike over at Fake Sports Dynasty is all right with this little delay. Hopefully, he's not too upset with it. He can get kind of temperamental when the stream doesn't go right. But you should go follow his channel, which has very good out of the park football manager, etc. content. All right, so we have that saved now. We're going to go out to Wrigley. And we got Schilt versus Corey as expected. It is 40 degrees. The wind blowing out to left at 9. Love it. Our lineup's the same. Their lineup's the same. Let's do it. Hopefully the game doesn't crash on us, right? All right, so this is game 4. O's are up 2-1. Oh, and they do have a lefty on the mound. So our lineup is actually not the same. Sorry, scan it quickly. Sanchez moves up to the 1 spot. Ortega goes down to the 6 spot. And then 7, 8, and Trujillo stays in the 7 spot. Sandoval slides from 6 to 8 spot, and Amador slides from the 8 to the 9 spot. So that's our lineup. Our difference versus lefties. This might be Armendariz' day. He mashes lefties. And so Sanchez is leading us off here. Steve, don't worry, man. We're gonna keep going. Steve Shaw is out for a long run. I think he goes for like 2-hour long runs. So this is first pitch to Sanchez on the first pitch of the game, and he grounds it to third for the out. So we'll go for at least as long as you're running, Steve, or until we win. So now here's Armendariz up, the number 2 hitter. This is a 2-2 pitch coming. And that is laced down the line and right. That's going to be extra bases for Armendariz here. Right fielder's over and he's got it, but Armendariz is in easily to second with a stand-up double. And now we got Ethan Weinberger striding to the plate with a man on second, 1 down. 1-1 pitch in the air to center, but playable. And Armendariz will hold at second as McLaren reels it in. Now Bob Maldonado up, the man on second and 2 down. 0-1 pitch. Bob doesn't do great against lefties, but he's fine. And that's in the air to right, but the right fielder is going to grab that one. So the 1-out double from Armendariz goes to waste. And now Ben Schilt will go to work. Here's Jake Goloff. This is an 0-1 pitch coming to Goloff. And that's a base hit up the middle, just out of the reach of our shortstop, Amador. And now here's Rusty McLaren to face Schilt. 2-1 pitch. And he's bunting. Schilt grabs it. He goes to the second baseman covering at first. And we've got 1 down. Man goes to second. And Jonathan Salisbury is up. This is a 3-1 pitch coming to Salisbury from Schilt. And he swings, and it's into center field for a base hit. And that will bring in a run. And on the throw home, Salisbury goes to second. So it's 1-0 now. 1 down, man on second. Jim Williams, the cleanup hitter, is up, and here comes the 0-0 pitch. And that is in the air to left, but Ortega's going to go over by the line and grab it. Runner will hold at second. And Luis Verdugo is up now. Here comes a 2-2 pitch to Verdugo. And that is hitting the air to left as well. Ortega's going to go over by the line again and grab it. So the Cubs get one in the first. And we're down 1-0 going to the second. And we got our guy Mike Angeletta, number 5 hitter, second baseman up. This is an 0-1 pitch coming to him. And that's in the air to left, but looking like the left fielder's got that. Yep. He just ranges over a little into the gap and grabs it. Ortega is now up. Here comes a 2-1 pitch to Ortega, lefty on lefty here. And that is base hit to right field. Frank, we are in game 4. We started this stream with game 3, and the Cubs won, I think it ended 5-1. So we're up 2-1 in the series. So now here's Trujillo up. Ortega on first. Here comes a 1-2 pitch to Trujillo, and that is a base hit up the middle. And no, I don't want to have Ortega stretch it because that ball is like super shallow center field. Absolutely not. All right, so now we've got first and second, one down. Chris Sandoval is up, who had a nice game last game, but now it's lefty on lefty, not ideal. 2-2 pitch coming from Corey. And that is base hit, right field. He hit that ball really sharply, but the runner's going to come around to score. And the rookie, Sandoval, ties the game in the top of the second. So now we've got our number 9 hitter, Amador, up, one down, first and second. First pitch of the at-bat coming to Adel Amador. And that is a swing into right field, base hit. Runners had to hold up, though, because that barely fell in. And so now we've got the bases juiced, one down. Franklin Sanchez is up, our leadoff hitter. And this is a 3-1 pitch coming to Franklin. Come on, walk him. And he does. He walks in a run. So the O's take the 2-1 lead here in the top of the second on a bases-loaded walk. And now we've got Mario Armendariz to the plate. Had a double his first time up. So those not familiar, 58 home runs in the regular season. He's going to win the MVP. I don't even remember how many WAR he put up. I think like 9. And we got the bases loaded, one down for Mario. We're up 2-1. Here's a 1-0 pitch to Armendariz. And that is popped up into shallow right. Second baseman's going back. The power slump from Armendariz. I can't call it a real slump because he's hitting, his OPS is pretty decent here in the postseason. So here's Ethan Weinberger, who outside of a couple key home runs has really struggled. 185 average, 241 on base. His OPS is fine at 760. We'll take that. But we've got the bases loaded, 2 down. This would be a big spot to come through with a base hit. Here's an 0-2 pitch to Ethan. And he strikes out looking, I think. Oh, no, he half swing. He failed to check his swing. So we're going to the bottom of the second now. We leave the bases loaded. That's disappointing to not get more than that 1 run. And we've got Alfonso Rivas, the number 6 hitter, leading off. It's a 2-1 pitch. And that's grounded to third. Sandoval's got it. He's throwing across the diamond to Armendariz. We've got 1 down in the second. Ronnie Mauricio is up. Full count pitch coming to Ronnie. And that is grounded to first. Armendariz takes it to the bag himself. We've got 2 down. Now Jesus Trujillo is up. First pitch of the at-bat coming from Schilt. And that is grounded to short. Adel Amador's got it. He throws across the diamond. We're going to the third inning. So Corey, after that, walking the tightrope there, he's thrown 39 pitches through 2 years. He's going to lead it off against Bob Maldonado. Here's a 3-1 pitch to Bob. And that is ripped into center field, but the center fielder comes charging in, ranges a little to his left, and makes the diving catch. He hit that ball about 1,000 miles an hour. All right, so now we've got 1 down. Mike Angeletta's up. This is an 0-1 pitch. And that's a lazy fly ball to right field. We've got 2 down. Right fielder's got it. Ben Ortega's up, who started that big inning last inning. 2-1 pitch, grounded to second. And we are going to the bottom of the third. O's still on top, 2-1. And Ben Schilt still on the mound, kicking it off against the number 9 hitter, their catcher, Miguel Amaya. 0-2 pitch coming to Amaya. And he strikes out, swinging. And now here, back to the top of the order, Jake Goloff. 1-2 pitch coming from Schilt to Goloff. Grounded Armendariz. He's got it. He flips to Schilt at the bag, but he throws it away. So Armendariz with the bad flip to the bag. Goloff goes to second. And now we've got a man on second, one down. McLaren is up. And here comes the first pitch of the at-bat. And that is in the air to center. McLaren's going, or Sanchez is back at the wall and makes the catch. And like in one swoop there, he threw the ball back in. That was weird looking. All right, so now here's Jonathan Salisbury coming up. We got 2 down, man on second. Can Schilt work around the Armendariz error? Here's the 0-1 pitch. He cannot. There's a base hit center field. That will score the run. And for some reason, we're going to throw home, but the runner holds it first, doesn't go home. So we're tied at 2 now in the bottom of the third. Jim Williams, the power-hitting right fielder who mashes righties, is up, and we're 2-0 pitch, and that is way back there. That is gone. So that Armendariz error looks kind of big. And it's 4-2 now for the Cubs in the bottom of the third. Mike from Fake Sports Dynasty has got it on his minivan. Still got it on in the house. I think that's his way of telling me not to cuss on this stream anymore. So we've got Verdugo up, 2 down, their number 5 hitter. The big 3 runs on the board after the Armendariz there. Here's a 3-2 pitch. And he strikes him out looking. All right, so now we've got Victor Trujillo leading it off for the O's. Can we get back in this game? Full count pitch coming to Trujillo to lead off the 4th, and he walks. All right, let's go. And Chris Sandoval, our number 8 hitter, is up now. Here comes a 2-2 pitch to Sandoval, lefty on lefty, and that is popped up. Third baseman, shortstop converging. Shortstop calls for it, makes the catch. We've got 1 down, and Amador is up. 1-0 pitch coming to Adele Amador. Base hit up the middle. So Amador, the number 9 hitter, with a base hit. He goes first and second, 1 down in the top of the order coming back up. Sanchez is up. He walked with the bases loaded, walked in a run his last time up. Here comes a 2-0 pitch to Sanchez. Oh, a little slow roller. He might beat that out. Yep. Almost like a swinging bunt from Sanchez out in front of the plate. And Sanchez is super fast. So now Mario Armendariz is up once again with the bases loaded, 1 down. Can he do something this time? We really need him to. And Corey's still on the mound here. Interesting decision from the Cubs. So here's bases loaded, 1 down, 2-2 pitch coming to Armendariz. And that is in the air, deep left, back. It's gone. It's a grand slam from Mario Armendariz. He finally breaks out of his power drought. 386-foot home run. And it puts the Orioles up 6-4 here in the 4th inning. That's what I'm talking about, Mario. Had a couple. Juan was asking about the series. Juan, this is game 4. We're up 2-1. And now we've got Ethan Weinberger up with 1 down. They have finally gone to their pen. Cole Winn is in, who has pitched 4 1/3 and given up 9 runs in the postseason. So now here's Weinberger with 1 down. The O's now up 6-4. The 1-1 pitch. A little slow roller, almost like another swinging bunt, and Weinberger has himself an infield hit. And now here's Bob Maldonado with 1 down. And that's a lazy fly ball to center. Center fielder's got it. We got 2 down. Man on first. And now here's Mike Angeletta, who's 0 for 2 today. 1-0 pitch. And that is popped up. First baseman's got it in foul territory. But what an inning. Mario Armendariz with the grand slam. Somewhere out there, Fake Sports Dynasties is driving his minivan around, probably honking the horn and pretty pumped up. So, I mean, Schilt, like, his line looks bad that it's 6-4, but only one of the runs was earned. I mean, he gave up that home run. Like, you can't take that back, but there's a big error in there. He's 3 innings, 4 hits, 1 run, no walks, 2 Ks. And remember, I'm short on lefties in this pen today. So I'm going to stick with him here, even though he's given up 4 runs through 3 innings. And here's a 2-2 pitch to Rivas. And that is crushed to right. It's over Weinberger's head. It's up against the wall. So, yeah, I don't know how patient I can be here, though. I mean, you know, the bullpen just might have to get gassed again today. All right, so now here's Mauricio. 3-1 pitch coming to him. And that is in the air to right, but Weinberger's going to easily get that one. He's got it. And we've got 1 down. And now here's Trujillo up. Power hitting outfielder, 0-1 pitch, popped up. And we've got 2 down now. And now here's Miguel Amaya, 3-1 pitch. And they say he held up. And he walks him. So now we got first and second. We've got 2 down. Jake Goloff at the plate, the leadoff hitter. Big spot here. 3-2 pitch coming. And that is grounded slowly, and Goloff is going to beat it out for an infield hit. All right. So what we're doing here is we're going to the bullpen. And because Schilt just, I mean, he just hasn't been smooth. This is too big of a game to not go to an ace reliever here. The issue is I'd love to bring in a lefty for McLaren, Salisbury, Williams. There are 2 down. You know, Caldera is usable at 60%, totally usable. Correa is at 83%, also usable. Sanchez is off limits. So I think what I do here is I go to Correa to try to get out of this jam. And then my 2 main main stoppers / firemen are Donovan and Moore. And they have stamina of 55 and 40. They can both give me multiple innings. So my plan here is to bring in Correa in this big spot where I need a lefty to get out a lefty. And hopefully he can get the 1 out, and then I can just peace out and not use a lefty the rest of the game. Now, the issue is I don't really want to go to either of my other lefties today. I can go to Caldera if I have to, Sanchez. So, you know, it would be the 4th inning. I'd basically be counting on all righties to get me through the rest of the game against the Cubs lineup that is much weaker against lefties. So, Correa doesn't have great control, Alex. It's a fair point. But I don't really want to use – I'd love to not use Caldera because then he'll have some gas in the tank for tomorrow. Correa, hopefully we'll just need him for this 1 batter, and then we can bring in our 2 shutdown righty arms to get like multiple innings from both of them. So Correa's in here. We're in the bottom of the 4th. We got 2 down. Their number 2 hitter, Rusty McLaren, the center fielder, is up. They got the bases loaded. Dave Correa is on for us. And, yeah, let's see what happens here. It's a 1-0 pitch coming from Correa to McLaren. And that is in the air to right, looking playable. Weinberger's over. Sanchez is over. Weinberger catches it. Correa gets us out of the jam. Woo! All right. Man, we are going to completely tax our bullpen today, and we've got another game tomorrow, but that's all right. That's all right. It's the World Series. You got to do what you got to do. All right, so now Ben Ortega is up to lead it off for us in the top of the 5th. 3-2 pitch coming to Ben Ortega, and he walks him. All right, so now we got Trujillo up, the catcher. 2-2 pitch with a man on first. And they try to throw behind Ortega at first, and he's safe. So now we got a 3-2 pitch coming to Trujillo. And that is grounded to 3rd. Could be a double play. 2nd one, they're not going to get Trujillo at first. The catcher runs too well. And so now here's Sandoval up with 1 down, man on first. And he drills him in the shoulder. That felt good, I'm sure. 96-mile-an-hour fastball in the shoulder to Sandoval. So now we got 1st and 2nd, 1 down. Adele Amador is up. the number 9 hitter. And we got a 2-2 pitch coming to him, and he goes down on strikes. So now we've got Franklin Sanchez up, the leadoff hitter with 2 down, 3-1 pitch coming to Franklin. And that is, man, he ripped that right at the third baseman, though. He throws over to second for the force out. Sanchez hit that ball really hard. All right, but they're out of it. I am tempted to use Correa to get out Salisbury and Williams, just because Williams is an elite slugger against righties. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to use Correa here. Hopefully, I'm just going to use him for these 2 batters. At that, I could take him out now, since it's the start of the inning, or after Williams will be at the 3-batter minimum. So we'll go ahead and do that. Here comes a 1-1 pitch. And that is a ground ball to first. Armendariz has got it, and he flips cleanly this time to the bag, and Correa's got it for the out. So now here's Jim Williams, who went yard earlier today. This is a full count pitch coming to Jim. Fly ball left field. Ortega's got it. And so now we've got 2 down. I'm going to go to the pen now. I'm going to go to my guy Steve Donovan, who was in my starting rotation for the season, put up 4.7 WAR in 200 innings. But I put him at the back end of my bullpen for the postseason. My rotation is just that dang deep. And so Donovan is coming in. I'm hoping I can get like 3 innings out of him. That would be awesome if he could just come in and just shut him down like a boss here. So now here, he's facing Verdugo first, and this is an 0-1 pitch coming. And that is a ground ball to third. Sandoval's got it over the bag at first, and we're through the innings. We're going to the 6th now, and Mario Armendariz is leading it off. The grand slam last time up, and this is a 2-2 pitch, and that is in the air to right. Right fielder barely has to move, and he makes the catch. Now here's Ethan Weinberger up with 1 down, 3-2 pitch to Ethan, and he goes down on strike swinging on a fastball. Bob Maldonado 0 for 3 today. Here's a 2-0 pitch to Bob, and that is popped up right side of the infield. Second baseman's got it. We're going to the bottom of the 6th. So now here's Rivas to face Donovan, 0-2 pitch, and that is ripped to right for a base hit on the 0-2 pitch from Rivas. And now we've got Mauricio, 1-0 pitch coming to Mauricio. And it's grounded to second slowly. We're going to get the out at second. All right, so we get the lead runner. And Mauricio is aboard via the fielder's choice. Trujillo is up now with 1 down, man on first, 1-1 pitch. That is grounded to short, can't get it, out of the reach of Amador. Base hit to shallow center. We've got first and second. We've got 1 down. Number 9 hitter Miguel Amaya is up. This is the first pitch of the at-bat. Grounded to third. He's going to go to second 1. He's going to go to first 2. Double play. Big double play there. Wow. So now we've got Mike Angeletta leading it off for us in the 7th. The 0-1 pitch to Mike Angeletta is swung on, hit into left field for a base hit. So now we've got a pitching change, and Gregory Soto is up. And Soto is a 37-year-old lefty who pitched 50 innings from this year, struck out 53, walked 22, put up a 4.68 ERA. And we've got lefty on lefty here. Ortega's up with Angeletta on first. 0-1 pitch coming to Ortega. Ground ball to first. This could be a double play. Nah. They get the lead runner second, but Ortega's one of the fastest guys in the league, so they weren't going to get him. Trujillo's up now. 1-2 pitch. He's down on strike swinging on a 95-mile-an-hour fastball. Sandoval up with 2 down. Ortega runs, but they pitch out, and they get him at second. So we're now going to the bottom of the 7th. Donovan has only thrown 11 pitches through an inning and a third, but here's a full count pitch to lead off the 7th. That's popped up, second base. Angeletta's on it, and we've got 1 down. Rusty McLaren's up, another full count pitch. And he's down on strikes. But Donovan's pitch count is all of a sudden at 24. And now here's Jonathan Salisbury. Here's a 3-1 pitch to Salisbury, 2 down. And that is hit in the air to deep right. Weinberger's back. He's on the track, and he's got it. So we are through 7 in Wrigley. O's lead 6-4. Chris Sandoval, the number 8 hitter, leading us off. 3-2 pitch coming to Sandoval, who was at bat when Ortega was caught stealing to end the last inning. And Sandoval works the walk to lead us off. Here's Adel Amador, the number 9 hitting shortstop, 0-2 pitch. And that is sharply grounded to third, but he's got it. Second 1, first 2, double play. Amador hit the ball sharply, but right at him. So now we're back at the top of the order. Franklin Sanchez is up. First pitch of the at-bat to Franklin, and that is popped up right side of the infield. First baseman's got it. We are going to the bottom of the 8th. I'm sticking with Donovan for now. And Jim Williams, the guy who actually absolutely mashes righties, and this is kind of the issue I knew I'd run into in this game with the lefties in my bullpen being pretty taxed. And here's a 2-2 pitch to lead off the inning against Williams, and he strikes him out. Nice. So now we've got Luis Verdugo up. This is another 2-2 pitch, and he's down on strikes looking. Nice. All right. So now Alfonso Rivas is up, and this is a full count pitch from Donovan to Rivas, and he walks it. Dun, dun, dun. Donovan's at 47 pitches. Yeah, I'm going to leave him in to face Mauricio here. We'll see what happens. 1-0 pitch coming. And that is hit into center field. Sanchez is over and makes the diving catch. We're going to the 9th. All right, so now we got Armendariz leading us off 2 for 4. He has the big grand slam that put us up 6-4 back in, the 4th inning. And here's a 3-0 pitch to lead it off against Mario. Way outside, he walks him. Now here's Ethan Weinberger up. 2-1 pitch coming to Weinberger, and that is base hit left field. We're in business here in the 9th. We got first and second. We got nobody out. We got Bob Maldonado striding to the plate. He's gone cold. Game's even given him a cold streak. Little logo there. Lefty on lefty, not ideal, but the 0-2 pitch is in the air to center, but that's going to be caught. Runners will not advance. And we've got 1 down. Mike Angeletta's up. 2-2 pitch to Angeletta. And that is base hit center field just over the head of the second baseman. Runners only advanced 1 base. They had to hold up to see what was going on. So here's the thing with this is I'm up 6-4. It's lefty on lefty. Ortega struggles against lefties, but he's by far my best defensive left fielder. And with the lead, I hesitate to take out my best defensive player. But Ramon Laureano absolutely mashes lefties. And they might go to the pen and bring in a righty. But against lefties, 166 WRC plus this season, 125 in his career. It's just that I hate downgrading my defense when I'm up 6-4. And a base hit makes defense more of a moot point. But I would put him in right field. And then, let me see. I have Perez. I could bring in Perez to left field. He's fine as a left fielder. He's just not as good as Ortega. And just for reference, Ortega against lefties this year was a 108 WRC plus. So it's not like he's bad against them. He's not bad at all against them. And he is my best left fielder, but Laureano just murders lefties. And I think they'll go to the pen and bring in a righty, I would imagine, if I bring in Laureano, which kind of cancels it out, and then I've got weaker defense. So what do you guys think? Should I force them into that move and hope they leave in the you think I leave Ortega in, Mike? Yeah, that's what I do. I've done that, I think, the entire postseason. I'm really tempted to go the other way here. I think I'm going to do it. I think I'm going to bring in Laureano, and then I'll bring in Ricky Perez to play left field, who's a totally suitable left fielder. And, yeah, I'm going Laureano here. Maybe they're going to bring in a righty, but let's make them do that. It's a downgrade on defense, which, I mean, if I'm down 6-4, it's a no-brainer, right? Laureano's definitely coming in. But up 6-4, I generally don't make this type of move, but I'm going to make it here. We're going to get aggressive. We're going to try to put this game out of reach. Looks like they're going to leave Soto in. And they moved their outfield way back. They've got the infield all in. Steve says ride the lightning, which obviously means bring in Laureano. And Alec, thank you. Brewer Bopad, that's right. So we're going with it here. Ramon Laureano, real-life young Oakland A's outfielder, in to try to put this game out of reach. 0-2 pitch coming. He's down 0-2. Come on, Ramon. Ground ball to third. Infield's in. They're going to go home, and they're going to go to first and get the double play. Wow. Come on, Ramon. All right, whatever. I'd still make the same move next time. So now we're bringing in Perez to play left field. And Donovan has a little bit in the tank, and he's been pitching really well. He's unavailable next game no matter what. We got the bottom of the order coming up, but the bottom of the order is pretty good. I'm tempted to go to McKinley Moore here with a full tank, but I'm going to rock with Donovan and see what happens, at least for the first batter. I'm going to give him a batter and see what happens, because if I could have him here pitch like 4 1/3 to close out this game and save the rest of my pen for tomorrow, that would be awesome. So here comes a 2-2 pitch. And that's a fly ball to left. Here comes our guy Ricky Perez in, and Perez puts it away. There it is. All right, so now we got one down. Number 9 hitter Miguel Amaya's up, and this is a full count pitch, 3-2. Strikes him out swinging. Donovan still got it. So now we've got Jake Goloff, their leadoff hitter, up with 2 down. Another full count pitch. Good Lord, man. Do not walk him. Oh, my God. He just walked the tying run to the plate. So they are bringing in a lefty, Jim Draper, who's a power hitter for sure. Donovan's at 66 pitches now and kind of out of gas. Well, let's look a little further into Draper here. I mean, he's a huge power hitter who appears to strike out a decent bit. This was his rookie year, and he got 229 plate appearances, and he hit 11 home runs in that time. A WRC plus of 118. Let's take a look at his splits. So he only faced lefties 31 times, and his WRC plus is -9. A 133 average, a 161 OBP, a 200 slugging against righties, a 138 WRC plus, 198 plate appearances. So what I think I need to do here is go to Caldera, who is not totally gassed. He's my lefty who's 60%. And so I'm going to bring him in. And it might mean that tomorrow I basically am in the same situation with lefties where Sanchez is still unavailable. Caldera might be unavailable. Correa is not going to be in tremendous shape. But we got to try to lock this game down. So I'm bringing in Caldera here, who can hopefully make quick work of this dude. And so the situation now is they've got a man on first. There's 2 down, bottom of the 9th, 6-4 O's lead. Emilio Caldera is in. And here's the pitch to their rookie pinch hitter, Jim Draper. First pitch of the at-bat. Looks like he's swinging at it. Here it comes. And that's in the gap, right center field, to the wall. Weinberger tracks it down. He's got it in. The runner is going to hold it third. So now they've got the tying run on second base. The winning run comes to the plate. Good Lord. Mike, if I didn't go to Caldera, I would have gone to McKinley Moore there. But Draper and then Williams, I need a lefty for both those dudes. If there's nobody on base, like I'm cool leaving a righty in. But for these guys, I needed the lefty. But McKinley Moore would be my other guy. So now, Draper with like his second hit of his career against lefties there in a big spot. So now Jonathan Salisbury is up. He's 2 for 4 today with 2 ribbies, and he's got a chance to tie or win the game here. 2 down. Caldera still on the mound. First pitch of the at-bat again. And that is into shallow right. Second baseman ranges over, and he's got it. Woo! So the O's win. Caldera works out of the jam. Stronghold, I feel you on walking him there. I'm just not going to put the winning run on base. So that's why I didn't. I understand some people would there, but I can't do it. So their manager was salty after this game. Cubs manager Edgar Gonzalez did not take questions after the game, telling assembled reporters that he would hold a press conference if and when we win the World Series. All right, salty dude. So obviously the big story here is Armendariz, the grand slam in the top of the 4th inning to put us up 6-4. We go on to win 6-4, and then Donovan, 4 innings, 2 hits, 2 walks, 4 Ks, no runs. Walking him there to get to Williams, who's terrible against lefties, isn't a terrible idea. I mean, definitely a decent thought. There's pretty much no situation where I'm going to put the winning run on base, basically. All right. And Mike says, let's win this thing in 5, just like last time, 1983. Here we are in the year 2032. And so let's go ahead to advance to tomorrow and see what our bullpen is going to look like for this game. All right, so we're going to have Aguilar on the mound. Let's see what our bullpen looks like. So Caldera is back out of gas. So he throws 2 pitches. He threw 2 pitches, and he's totally unavailable. That's freaking crazy talk. Can't even use him. Steve Donovan, obviously out of gas. He threw 66 pitches yesterday. He's not going to be in. So lefty-wise, Sanchez is at 69%. Nice. So he's very usable. And then Correa is at 49%. It would be his 3rd day pitching in a row. So we're pretty short-handed on lefties today. Same old story there. Caldera is totally unavailable. Sanchez we can use. Correa, if we have to, we can use. McKinley Moore, though, has everything left in the tank. He's only pitched once in this series, which is kind of crazy. And we've got Aguilar on the mound, who pitched game 1, went 6 2/3, 5 hits, 2 runs, both on solo home runs, no hits and 8 Ks. Or no walks and 8 Ks, sorry. So, yeah. So I guess it's time to see if we can get our first World Series in. Stronghold says that adds up to 49 years, which I am just going to take your word for it. So, and they are going to have, this is the dude who pitched game 1 for them too. Canavete, is that how we're saying that? Canavete, sure. Oh, and he left game 1 hurt, but he's back. He only threw 26 pitches. He went 2 1/3, didn't go any hits or any runs. He walked 1, struck out 1. And so, we're going to go out to Wrigley and try to celebrate at their park. The weather is 37 degrees with the wind blowing in from right. I'd like to welcome fake Orioles fan Kevin Shea to the house, who just joined. He's been with us since our 2020 opening day, with us the whole ride. And the least we can do after not bringing back his favorite player, Gunnar Henderson, is give him a win today. That's really the least we can do for Kevin and all our fake Orioles fans out there. So, they've got a righty back on the mound, so we're back to the lineup we had earlier in the series. Sanchez back in the 9-hole, Ortega back in the 1, and then Sandoval 6th, Amador 9th. Everything else the same. Their lineup is the same as we're throwing another righty out there. So let's get to it. Oh, wait, you know what I want to do? I forgot to do what I did last time, which is to avoid any crashes where we lose our progress like could have happened. I'm going to save this. So we'll go ahead and take a second to do that. I'll give yourselves a minute to collect your thoughts, gather yourselves before we have this huge game. And like I said last time, this save takes forever to save because I have like every freaking league in existence running, and I had Face Gen on for some point, but I turned that off. So it just takes a while, especially, and while live streaming too, obviously. Slows down the old MacBook Air here. But we'll be out to Wrigley in a second. Again, just let that excitement build. Think about all the history of this Orioles franchise and all the demons we're trying to face down today. All right, so let's see what weather we're working with now. So it's partly cloudy, 39 degrees, wind blowing right to left at 12 miles per hour. Got Aguilar versus Canavette. And is that how we're saying that, by the way? Am I butchering that? I mean, it could be Canivate, for all I know. His first name, I'm also not sure to say. Plinio Canavette is what I'm going with. And let's get out to Wrigley. All right, Ben Ortega leading us off. Game 5, O's up in the series, 3-1. Full count to Ortega here. Pitch. Slow roller off the mound. Pitcher's got it. Goes to first. Got to be quick to get the fastest man in baseball, Ben Ortega. Now here's Mario Armendariz, the hero of really the season and obviously the moment with that big grand slam last game. And here comes a 1-1 pitch to Mario. And that is a base hit to left field. And Mike is at a farm after picking up some produce, trying to bring in this big moment out of the farm. So here's Weinberger, 0-2 pitch to Weinberger, and he's down on strikes. He's really struggled after having a big few games there. Maldonado has also been cold since here's a 1-2 pitch. After winning MVP of the first 2 series, he's really cooled off in the World Series. And he pops up to second. And the top of the first is over. Here come the Cubs. Here comes Ignacio Aguilar trying to shut him down. 2-2 pitch. Slow roller. Back to the mound. Aguilar's got it. Goes to first for the out. Thanks. Yeah, if you could do the reverse jinx and sacrifice a goat, that would be appreciated for the franchise. We'll see if it gets that desperate, though. Leave the goats alone for now. And so now here's an 0-2 pitch to McLaren. Grounded to first. Armendariz has got it. He flips to the pitcher covering at the bag. And we got 2 down here in the first. Jonathan Salisbury up. 1-1 pitch. Grounded to short. Amador's got it. He's over to first. We're going to the second inning. And now here's Mike Angeletta leading us off. 0-1 pitch coming to Mike Angeletta. That is a grounder to second. Throws to first for the out. Sandoval is up. 1-1 pitch coming to Sandoval here in the bottom of the second. And that is in the air to fairly deep right center field, but playable. Right fielder's got it. And we've got 2 down. Catcher Victor Trujillo is up. Here's a 1-2 pitch to Victor. And he's down on strikes. And now we've got Jim Williams coming up to face Aguilar to lead off the second. 0-2 pitch coming. And he swings and laces it to left field, over the left fielder's head, off the wall in the air. And Williams is into second with a double. And now we've got Verdugo up with a man on second, nobody out. 1-0 pitch, grounded third. Sandoval's got it. He's going to throw to first for the out. Runner stays at second. So now we got one down, man on second. Number 6 hitter, DH Alfonso Rivas up, 1-1 pitch. And that is popped up to short. Amador's got it on the outfield grass. We've got 2 down. Aguilar trying to work his way around that leadoff double. Here's Mauricio, 1-0 pitch. And fly ball, right field, Weinberger looking like he's got it. And he works his way around the leadoff double. So now we are going to the top of the third. We've got Adell Amador up, 3-2 pitch coming to Adell. Grounded. This is going to be a close play at first. Oh, so Amador beats it out. It was a grounder kind of like in no man's land between the first base bag and the pitcher's mound. First baseman went and got it. Pitcher covered. They could not get Amador at first. So now we've got a man on first. Number 9 hitter Sanchez is up. 3-2 pitch coming. And that's roped into right field for a base hit. Amador is going to hold at second. So now we've got first and second. Nobody down. On the top of the order coming up, Ben Ortega. The 2-0 pitch to Ben. And that is grounded to first. He's going to not be able to get anybody except Ortega at first. So now that is going to bring up our guy Mario Armendariz here. We've got second and third, 1 down, top of the third inning. Nothing score. 1-2 pitch. Oh, and he strikes him out looking. Armendariz. So now there's Ethan Weinberger in a big spot. 2 down, second and third, 0-1 pitch. Grounded back to the mound. That might be an infield hit. Weinberger beats it out. So it kind of rolls. You know, I know some of you are just listening, like Steve Shaw out on his run and Mike maybe at the farm. So he hit a ball up the middle, and the shortstop had to come all the way over in front of the bag at second and got it, but could not get Weinberger. So we've got a run in on the infield hit. We've got first and third, 2 down, 1-0 lead, and Bob Maldonado's up. 1-1 pitch to Bob. And Maldonado hits it really hard right at the second baseman, who goes to first for the out. But the O's take a 1-0 lead here. And we are going to the bottom of the third. Trujillo, the power-hitting outfielder, is up, 2-0 pitch. And that is hit to deep left. Ortega's back. He's not getting that one. So Trujillo leads off the inning with an opposite field home run to left, 404 feet. And now here's Miguel Amaya with the game tied at 1. Full count pitch to Amaya. And he has walked. So not a great start to the inning here. And now here's Jake Goloff. First pitch of the at-bat. That is in the air to center. Sanchez has got it, and we've got 1 down. So now here's Rusty McLaren. 1-2 pitch coming to Rusty. That is grounded to first. Armendariz dives, makes the play, tries to throw to the pitcher covering, and throws it away again. He did that last game. I mean, it's a great diving play, but now instead of having a man on second, 2 down and 2 outs, we've got second and third as the runners advance on the throwing error. We've got 1 out. We got Jonathan Salisbury at the plate, and the score's tied at 1. First pitch at the at-bat, and that is swung on to short. That's going to get a run home, but we're going to get the out at first. I'm fine with leaving the infield back there to try to stay out of the big inning. So now here's Aguilar versus the slugger Williams. He's behind 2-0 on him. 2-0 pitch. Ripped to right for a base hit. Weinberger's got it. The runner is going to hold at third. He hit that ball so hard, the guy at second's not going to be able to score. So now we've got first and third, 2 down. Luis Verdugo is up. And first pitch of the at-bat is ripped center field up against the wall. Sanchez has got it. Runner is in, and the runner from first will hold. So now, all right, we get it. Give us the play-by-play. Yeah. All right, so now we're down 3-1. It's the bottom of the third. We've got 2 down. We've got Alfonso Rivas up. I don't know. I'm kind of thinking about pulling Aguilar here. Even though he should be out of this inning because Armendari's screwed up. I don't know, though. With where my bullpen's at, I would really love to be able to get another couple innings from him. You know, I'm not going to a lefty here to get the lefty on lefty. I would probably go to McKinley Moore, my ace guy, my ace bullpen guy, and just try to get like 3 innings out of him. But I think I'm going to stick with Aguilar here, even though, like, it's only the 3rd inning, but if we can put this game away, we win the World Series. So really we'll be super aggressive with the bullpen, but not that aggressive. I'm going to try to let Aguilar work his way out of this. 2nd and 3rd, 2 down. Rivas is up. Here comes a 1-2 pitch. And that is in the air to deep left center. Sanchez is back and makes the catch on the warning track. Whew. I do have a day off tomorrow, Alex, yes. But I also have a few guys who I just can't use today. I'm not really worried about gassing the dudes out there. I'm just like, there are like 3 guys I can't use. So, Merrick's here. How's it going, man? So that's kind of my thought process on that of not wanting to go to the bullpen too early and then late in the game be it like guys that I'd rather not be using in the game. And so now we got Angeletta up to lead off the 4th. Give me 1 second here. All right, so it's the top of the 4th, 3-1 Cubs at this point, and our number 5 hitter, Mike Angeletta, is up. It's a full count pitch to Angeletta, and that's a grounder to short, and he's out. And now here we've got Sandoval with 1 down. First pitch of the at-bat is grounded to 2nd. And he's out. So now we got Victor Trujillo up with 2 down in the 4th, 1-2 pitch coming. And he's down on strikes. And now we're going to the bottom of the 4th. It's definitely sticking with Aguilar at this point. Mauricio is leading it off for him. First pitch of the at-bat. And that is a base hit to left. Now here's Trujillo, who went yard last time up. He's got 2 home runs in the series. 1-2 pitch coming from Aguilar. And that is in the air to center, but Sanchez is coming in on it, and he has got it. So now we've got 1 down, bottom of the 4th. Miguel Amaya, 2-2 pitch. Line drive center field, but Sanchez goes a few steps to his right and makes the catch. Jake Gloffler, leadoff hitter, up now with 2 down, man on first here in the bottom of the 4th. 3-2 pitch, and he walks. That's not good. So now here's Rusty McLaren, the number 2 hitter. They have first and second, 2 down, bottom of the 4th. 1-1 pitch coming from Aguilar, and that is a base hit to left field. The runner is coming. Here comes the throw, and he's going to score. And it's 4-1. So at this point, it's like, being down 4-1, having a day off tomorrow, like, yeah, I could go to my ace guy and just try to put out this fire and use McKinley Moore for several innings. But I just don't love that idea. I've got Anchetta, Sosa, and Arujo, who are kind of my bottom 3 guys, but all still good. They're all still worth using. And I've got more to use today. So that's why I'm kind of just going to stick with Aguilar here, because he's my number 1 starter pretty much at this point. He hasn't been getting hit that hard. I mean, the unearned runs really are what is making the score look bad. And, I got to go for the kill every game and try to win every game. But at the same time, being up 3-1 gives me some flexibility where I don't have to burn my bullpen right now to keep this a game. So I'm going to stick with him, righty on righty against Salisbury. Here's a 3-2 pitch with 2 down and men on first and second. Jesus Christ, he walked him. So now we've got Jim Williams up, who this is where being short on lefties kind of really hurts us because he crushes righties and he's terrible against lefties. But in a 4-1 game with the bases loaded and, he could easily make it an 8-1 game all of a sudden, I think this is the time I go and I burn a lefty. Sanchez is at 69%. If I use him today, even with the day off, he's going to be out of commission next game. And I'm not sure that Caldero will be good to go next game either, which leaves me with just one lefty, but I got to use Sanchez here. And Correa is at 49% and really would like to not use him today. So I'm going to burn my one lefty here with the bases loaded and their best hitter against righties up. So a little bit disappointing outing from Aguilar. I was hoping to get more length from him, but it's the World Series. Now we got lefty on lefty. We've got 2 down, bases loaded. It's the bottom of the 4th, 4-1 Cubs, and Jim Williams at the plate. And here comes a 2-2 pitch from Sanchez. And he struck him out swinging on a changeup. Big, big pitch. So now here's Amador to lead off the 5th for us. Here's an 0-1 pitch. And that is into the gap in left center. Amador leading off the top of the 5th here for the Orioles with a double. And now we've got the bottom of the order. Franklin Sanchez, the number 9 hitter up. He's 1 for 1 today. Here's a 1-1 pitch. And that is popped up in foul territory. Catcher's looking like he's got it. And he does. Now we're top of the order. Ben Ortega's up. 3-2 pitch coming to Ortega. And that is grounded to first. Runner will advance to third, but now they go to the bag to get Ortega. Now we got 2 down. Armendariz is up. This would be a big spot to chip away at the lead. 1-0 pitch coming to Mario. And that is grounded to first. First baseman's going to take it to the bag. That's the end of the inning. So now bottom of the 5th. At this point, man, I'm just going to try to get some innings from Sanchez. I think regardless of what I do, he's probably going to be unavailable to me next game because he was already at 60%. And when you saw what happened with Caldero last game, he was at 50, 60% for me, and I used him for 2 pitches, and now he's down to 7%. So when you use a guy in this game who's already kind of teetering on should I use him, should I not, he's pretty much going to be totally gassed the next day. So I'm going to get what I can out of Sanchez today. And Verdugo's leading it off in the 5th. It's a 2-0 pitch coming to Verdugo. Grounded to short. Amador's got it. And we've got 1 down. So now here's Alfonso Rivas. 3-2 pitch from Sanchez. And that is hitting the air to right. Weinberger's coming over on it. And he's got it. We've got 2 down. So now here's Mauricio with 2 down, 0-1 pitch. Fly ball to center. Sanchez is coming in. He's on it. We're going to the 6th inning. Ethan Weinberger is up to lead us off. This is the first pitch of the at-bat to Ethan. And he popped. All right. My depth perception was totally off. It was like a swinging bunt, and he beat it out. I thought it was a pop-up in the infield, but it was like a swinging bunt out in front of the plate. And now we've got a man on first to lead it off. Here's Bob Maldonado, who has been cold lately. First pitch of the at-bat, grounder to first, going to go to second for 1, going to come across to first but not get him. So Maldonado stays out of the double play by legging it out. Angeleta's up now with a man on first, 1 down. And that is grounded to third. He's going to go to second for 1 and not get Angeleta at first. And now here's Chris Sandoval with a man on first, 2 down in the 6th, 2-1 pitch. Grounded to second, over to first, and we're going to the bottom of the 6th. So now Jesus Trujillo is up to lead off the bottom of the 6th, 2-0 pitch. And that is into the gap in left center. It's up against the wall. Trujillo is going to have a leadoff double here. And Sanchez is still okay, energy, stamina-wise. Amaya's up, their number 9 hitter. 1-2 pitch coming, nobody out, man on second. And that is a line out to the shortstop. We got one down. Jake Goloff is up now. 1-1 pitch coming to Goloff. And that is trouble. Deep right, way back. It's gone. So it's a 6-1 Cubs lead now. And 6-1 lead is when we go to probably this guy, Orlando Sosa. You can see he's awesome, but he just wasn't great for me this season relative to the rest of my bullpen, which was the best bullpen in the league. So I'm not like punting on the game by bringing him in. It's just I'm not going to burn boss guys when I'm down 6-1. So we got one down in the 6th. We're down 6-1. Sosa's on. This is a 2-1 pitch. And that is grounded to short. Amador's got it, but that's going to be an infield hit for McLaren. Wyoming, the series is at 3-1 O's. And so now we've got Salisbury up with one down in the 6th. And that should be a double play. It goes to second 1, first 2, and we're through 6. We're down 6-1. We sure could use the bats waking up. Victor Trujillo leading us off 0-2 to Victor. And he's led off the top of the 7th with a base hit. Victor Trujillo is not going quietly into the night here. So now here's number 8 hitter, Adel Amador. He's 2 for 2 today. 1-2 pitch. And that is in the air to left, but looking playable. And we've got one down. Fly out to left field. And now the number 9 hitter, Sanchez, is up. 1-0 pitch. Grounded down the line to third. It's by the third baseman into left field, and it's all right. So it's a double, but the ball is very deep. Trujillo is a slow runner, and this guy's a cannon. We're down 6-1. We're not going to chance into making it out of the plate. We're not sending it. So now we've got second and third, one down, and the top of the order's up. This is our moment to get back in this game. Here's Ortega up. They're leaving in their starter for some reason. 1-1 pitch to Ortega. And that is a base hit. Oh, that's going to be extra bases. Down the line and left, up against the wall. Both runs are going to score. It's 6-3. Ben Ortega, the left fielder, the reigning AL Rookie of the Year, with a huge hit. So now it's Mario Armendariz up with one down, man on second. It's 6-3 Cubs. Here's first pitch of the at-bat. Ortega's running. Why are you trying to steal third there? I mean, he's safe, but that run doesn't, like, it makes zero sense to steal third there with one down and you're down 3 runs. But, we'll take it, I guess. So now here comes an 0-1 pitch to Armendariz. And that is in the air to right, and it will get the run home, making the steal pay off. Still the wrong call, even though it worked out, and it's now 6-4. But I hate that decision. All right, they're going to their pen. They're bringing in Alex Gomez. Gomez threw – he's only threw an inning and a third for them this year. He's down in AAA most of the year. And in AAA, he went 44 2/3 inning, 10 walks, 55 Ks, and a 1.6 ERA. So Lou is here. Lou, we are up 3-1 in the series, but down 6-4 in this game. What's going on with your Cardinals, Sim? Big trouble. Uh-oh. So now Weinberg is up with the bases empty, 2 down, 6-4 in the 7th, 3-1 pitch coming to Ethan Weinberger. And he walks him. You know what that does? That brings up Bob Maldonado, the tying run. Bob has been ice cold in the World Series. 3-1 pitch coming to Bob. Grounded to first. First baseman's got it. Touches the bag. He's out of the inning. And so we're in the bottom of the 7th now. We're 6-4, and what I'm going to do is I got the day off tomorrow. I'm going to use more for an inning, hopefully, here. I mean, this is my best reliever, and we'll see what happens after that. But I'm willing, in a 6-4 game, it's worth bringing my A bullpen. So here's a 1-2 pitch from Moore to Williams. and he strikes him out. Now here's Luis Verdugo, 3-2 pitch. And he's down on strikes looking on a curveball. This guy he threw a 101-mile-an-hour fastball and a 72-mile-an-hour curveball. So now here's Rivas, 3-1 pitch coming to Rivas here. And that is in the air to right. Weinberger's coming in, and he's got it for the out. All right. Yeah, arm injuries, man. Maybe take it down a notch, the injuries. Play them out of the park classic. I find it's more fun. All right, so now we've got Eric Palmer's coming back in. He pitched last game for them. No, he closed out their win, I think, 2 games ago. So now Angeleta's up leading us off in the 8th here. 1-0 pitch to Angeleta. And that is a grounder to short. 1 down. Sandoval's up. He's 0 for 3 today. First pitch of the at-bat coming to Sandoval. That is another grounder to short. Across the diamond and gets him by a couple steps. And now we've got Trujillo up with 2 down, the 2-2 pitch. And he's down on strikes swinging. And so let's see, Moore through 15 pitches. Like, I think he's going to be okay with the day off and his stamina. I'm going to stick with him here for the 8th. Mauricio's leading him off. 3-0 pitch. Don't love that. And he walks him on 4 pitches. So now here's Trujillo. First pitch swinging here. Here's the pitch. Grounded to short, could be 2. Second one. Over to first, we've got the double play. That's big. Now the number 9 hitter, Amaya, is up. Here comes an 0-2 pitch from McKinley Moore. And he strikes him out. All right, so now we're going to the top of the 9th. The O's are down 6-4. Let's see here. I'm going to stick with Amador here. I'll probably stick with my lineup. I've said this before. My bench is not really built to bring in pinch hitters against righties. I've got a bunch of pinch hitters versus lefties, but versus righties, this is pretty much my lineup. So now here's Amador, 0-2 pitch to lead us off, and he's down on strikes. So now we got Franklin Sanchez up. He's 2 for 3 today. 1-0 pitch coming. Grounded sharply to third, but he's got it. We've got 2 down in the 9th. And now here's Ben Ortega, 1 for 4 today with those 2 big RBI, though. Here's an 0-1 pitch to Ortega. And that is a base hit to right field, and you know what that means. That brings our guy Mario Armendariz to the plate. Mario is 1 for 3 today with a ribby. We would love a long, long fly ball, possibly one that lands out into the bleachers here. I could go for that. First pitch of the at-bat. Oh, they pitch out. And then try to throw behind Ortega, but he's safe. We don't need you stealing here, dude. You're not the difference maker. If it was 6-5, cool. It's 6-4. Stay put. All right, so now here's a 1-1 pitch to Armendariz. And that is grounded to second. That's going to do it. Flips to first. We're going back to Baltimore. O's lead the series 3-2. And, Ortega went 2 for 5. Weinberger went 2 for 3. Armendariz drove in a run. Bottom of the lineup, a couple guys. Amador and Sanchez both had 2 hits. Aguilar, honestly, the error was pretty big. Sanchez was not great again. And then McKinley Moore pitched well. Yeah, we tanked that game to win it in front of the whole home fans. Exactly, Alex. And we're going to have Jesus Corrales on the mound. So we're going to finish today and then the next day, see where we're at with our bullpen. All right, so we got an off day today because we got to go to so I'm just trying to catch up on something while we're doing this. All right, and so here we are. We're at the game day. Corrales is back. He's fully healed. And give me just a second here. All right, so bullpen wise, Caldera is at 100%. He's good to go again. And Correa is at 94%. Very good to go. Steve Donovan, 64%. We can use him. He's usable. McKinley Moore, 89%. Good to go. Sanchez, 60%, but with the other two lefties rested, he's basically third on our lefty depth chart. And then Sosa and Arujo, we don't care as much about. Hopefully we don't need them today. So they got a lefty going, Hamaguchi, who we roughed up back in game 2. We won that game 12-0. He went 5 innings, gave up 9 hits, 5 runs, no home runs, didn't strike anybody out, and he walked 2. And yeah, Mike, I've thought about that. That would be cool if there's a way to do like a tournament between different sims. I mean, I guess you could technically like figure out who all the players are with their ratings and then edit every player and create it. You could do that. All right, so we're gonna go to game 6 here. Corrales is on the mound. He only went 2 innings last start because he left with an elbow injury, but it was just like a sore elbow, which he's had a couple times this season, and he's fragile, which is a little worrisome, but he's a free agent after this season. What am I going to do if I win the World Series? I don't know, probably just go downstairs and have dinner. And I'll celebrate with all of you, of course, first. So let's take a look at the lineups. I'm going to go refill my water here in a second because talking for 2 straight hours, man, takes it out of my voice. So, all right, we're good. We got Corrales, bullpen. We got the pitcher covered. We got game 6. Oh, wait, I want to save it, obviously. Do it this time in advance. Yeah, send you all signed Armendariz jerseys. That's right. Signed actually by him, by the real Mario Armendariz. All right. I mean, some people might want there might be some people out there who want McKinley Moore jerseys, though. Bob Maldonado. I mean, he won MVP of the first 2 series, and he's been an anchor of our team. Some people might want his jersey. Merrick, will I start another series? Probably not in Out of the Park 21. I think with Out of the Park 22, I will. I probably won't carry this one over to that. But I think I'll probably stick with this team just because I have a couple franchise players that are in their prime, and I kind of want to see how they go, like Bob Maldonado, Mario Armendariz. So I think I'll keep going with these O's in Out of the Park 21. If this was 3 or 4 months ago and Out of the Park 22, wasn't coming out in 4 to 6 weeks, I might move on to another team. But I think I'll stick with these O's for now. All right, so let's see what the lineups are. Let's see what the weather is. Let's see if we can win a World Series. They haven't released normally sometime like mid-February they announce the release date for Out of the Park 22. And normally it's like mid-March, like 2nd or 3rd week of March, I think is normally when it comes out. Somebody can correct me if my memory is wrong on that. So we've got clear skies, 42 degrees, wind blowing in from left at 8. I'll be right back. I need to go refill my water, and then we will get this game started. If anybody needs to use the restroom, get themselves a beer, or put on their rally hats, or maybe hang up like a tarp in your house because you want to spray champagne in a few minutes after we potentially win this game, do that now. I'll be back in about 60 seconds to get this game started. What's going on there? All right. Sorry about that. Took a minute longer than I meant to. Why me wants to see at least 2 more seasons after this. Yeah, I got time for that. All right, Merrick wants his Maldonado jersey. I understand that. But, I mean, don't sleep on Armendariz, though. He's probably going to win MVP for the second year in a row here. Mike Angeletta has been a nice piece for us. We got a lot of guys who are jersey worthy here on this club. So, like I said about Patino earlier, Corrales, really like our number 2 starter for the last couple of years. In the last year of his deal, not sure we're bringing him back. Could be his last start as an Oriole. So make sure you wear his jersey to the yard today. 42 degrees, clear skies, wind blowing in from left at 8 miles an hour. Let's get out to Camden Yards in front of a raucous home crowd here as we're up 3-2 in the series. All right, so Jake Galoff leading it off for the Cubbies here. And here comes a 1-1 pitch from Corrales. And that is base hit to right field to lead it off for the Cubbies. And now here's Rusty McLaren. 1-2 pitch. He's down on strikes. Looked like a curveball. And now here's Jonathan Salisbury, the 1-0 pitch. Grounded to short, could be 2. Second 1, over to first 2. There we go. Let's go. Going to the bottom of the first. Let's get some runs on the board early. Take all hope away from Chicago. And here is Franklin Sanchez, our leadoff hitter today, because they've got a lefty on the mound. And here's the first pitch of the at-bat. And that is a base hit to center field. Sanchez is leading it off. Lou, you're talking about the owner goals. Honestly, man, I think just turn those off if they annoy you, because they often aren't all that good, in line with what should actually be happening. All right, so we got a man on first. Armendariz is up. 3-1 pitch coming. And that is high and deep, right field, back gone. Mario Armendariz has put us on the board with a 2-run homer out into the bleachers in right center field, 405-foot blast, and the O's are up 2-0 here in Game 6 in Baltimore. Ethan Weinberger steps up to the plate. The 0-2 pitch from, I forget his name, Hamaguchi. And Weinberger with a little swinging bunt out in front of the plate. Amaya's got that one. Weinberger did that twice last game and got on base. And so we've got 1 down now. And now here's Bob Maldonado. 3-1 pitch to Bob. And Maldonado grounds it sharply to first, but he's got it. Flips to the pitcher covering the bag. And we've got 2 down now. And here's Mike Angeletta, the second baseman. 0-1 pitch. And that is sharply hit to deep center, but the center fielder tracks it down. All right, so now we've got top of the second. Corrales is on the mound, obviously still. Leading it off, Jim Williams. First pitch of the at-bat to Williams, and that is a base hit to right field. And Luis Verdugo, the 0-1 pitch. And that is in the air to deep right center, but playable. Weinberger is the one who brings it in. And we've got 1 down in the top of the second. Rivas up, full count pitch. Base hit to right field. So now we've got first and second. We've got 1 down. And we've got Ronnie Mauricio up to face Corrales. And that is into the gap. The 1-1 pitch laced into the gap, up against the wall in center. At least 1 run is in. Yeah, just 1 run is in. The other runner will hold up. And so we've got second and third now, 1 down. And they've cut into our lead. It's now 2-1. And so they've got Jesus Trujillo up. This guy has murdered righties so far in the post. I mean, look at this. He's got 2 home runs in this series, but he's got a 1086 OPS. He's got a 391 OBP, a 373 average. And so this is not a great spot for us here. Give me 1 second here. All right, so now we've got 1 down, 2nd and 3rd. Trujillo's up. Corrales trying to work his way out of this jam here early. Here's a 1-2 pitch. Come on, strike him out. Ground ball to 2nd. Runner's going to come in, but we get the out at 1st. And I'm good with keeping the infield back there because if the infield's in, that's probably a single for a 2-base hit, which I'm not saying because it worked out that way. I'm just saying like that's the smarter play regardless of how it works out. So it's now 2-2. The go-ahead runs on 3rd. Their number 9 hitter, Miguel Amaya, is up. We've got 2 down. Full count pitch coming from Corrales. And he is down on strike swinging on a fastball. So they pull even, but we're going to the bottom of the 2nd. Here's Ben Ortega leading it off. And it's a 1-1 pitch. And that's a slow roller to first base. Salisbury steps on the bag. Now we've got Trujillo up with 1 down, first pitch of the at-bat. And that is smoked to deep center, over the center fielder's head. It hits off the track, up against the wall. It's a stand-up double. So Trujillo is aboard here to lead off the 2nd. Sandoval is up, our number 8 hitter. 1-2 pitch coming to Sandoval. And that's in the air to center, but looking very playable. And there are now 2 away, and we've got Adel Amador, the number 9 hitter, up. Come on, base hit here. 2-2 pitch. Grounded to short. Couldn't tell where that ball was for a second. And he throws to first for the out. So we're through 2. We're tied 2-2. Corrales back out on the mound to face Goloff. A 2-2 pitch coming. He's down on strikes looking on the fastball. Goloff does not like it, giving the ump the business. And McLaren is up now. 1-1 pitch coming to McLaren. And that is grounded to 2nd. The throw to 1st. And we've got 2 down. So now we've got Jonathan Salisbury up, our number 3 hitter. 1-2 pitch. And he goes down on strikes. So Corrales bounces back with a clean inning. And we've got the top of the order up here. Franklin Sanchez, who had a base hit his first time up. Here's a 2-0 pitch to Franklin. That is grounded to short. Throw to first. He's out. Here goes Mario Armendariz with that huge 2-run homer last time up. Here's a 2-2 pitch to Mario. And that's another grounder to short. Throws to first. He's out of there. All right, now we got Ethan Weinberger coming up. 3-1 pitch to Ethan. And he walked him. If you missed it up here in the play-by-play a minute ago, a Frisbee was on the field and the bat boy had to retrieve it. Center is Bob Maldonado with 2 down, man on first. Lefty on lefty, the 1-1. And Bob weakly grounds it to 2nd. Second baseman will go to first for the out. We're going to the 4th. We're tied at 2. Here's Jim Williams. 3-2 pitch coming to the big slugger. And that is into right field. Base hit down in front of Weinberger to lead off the 4th. Now here's Luis Verdugo. Here comes a 3-0 pitch to Luis. And he walks him. And the Cubs are cooking here in the 4th with 2 men on, nobody out. Alfonso Rivas up. And here comes a 3-1 pitch, and he walks him. So the question becomes, do I go to my bullpen already? I think the answer is no, but the answer is not definitely no, because this is a huge spot. This is a huge spot in the game. this could be the Cubs' best chance, right, to put a bunch of runs on the board. Mercutio is up. He's a switch hitter against lefties. This season, he had a 117 WRC plus, but in his career, he's just an 85. So this season, good against lefties, career bad against lefties. And he's pretty much always good against righties. So 121 WRC plus. So the other thing is, after this, they have this freaking guy up, Jesus Trujillo. And Trujillo, against lefties in his career, 79 WRC plus. This year, a 24 WRC plus. Against righties, 120 in his career, 143 this season. So, and why me? I hear you go closer. Normally I would. I'd just go to my best reliever here, right? But I think that I'm going to go to my best lefty with these two dudes coming up. Because Mauricio this year has been good against lefties, but he's also been good against righties. In his career, he's bad against lefties. And then Trujillo just murders righties. So, yeah, David, I think the right move here is to go to the pen pretty aggressively here with nobody out in the fourth inning. Bases loaded in the game, tied at 2. So the question is, do I want to go to Caldera, who I think I do want to go to, the rookie who's just been excellent for me, or Correa, who put up 2.4 WAR in just 49 and 2/3 inning. He's actually the better lefty. Like, performance-wise, as Alex pointed out earlier when I brought him in with the base loaded, definite walk risk here. But he only walked 3.1 per 9. It wasn't that bad. But I think Caldera's our dude. Caldera's been excellent in the postseason. He put up 3.7 WAR in just 119 innings. He doesn't walk anybody. His strikeout-to-walk ratio is outstanding. I think Caldera is our guy here. The rookie coming in an absolutely enormous spot. All right, so the infield's in. I'm good with that. I don't think I'd want to trade 2 runs for an out here. I want to try to give up 0 runs. Yeah, let's do it. Mauricio versus Caldera. This is a 2-2 pitch coming. And he struck him out looking. Huge strikeout. The infield can go back now. Wait, they're going to keep the infield in? Hold on. This guy isn't fast. This guy's a 35 speed, and they've got the infield in with the bases loaded and 1 down. That's insane. If you guys think that I'm missing something here, let me know. But I want the infield back in double play depth. A slow runner? So what I'm going to do here is go to game options, and for the rest of this inning, Mr. Lindsay, I'll be taking over the defensive strategy. Yeah, again, if you guys think I'm missing something, let me know, but I think that's crazy not to have the infield in double play depth here. Yeah, I mean, you could go home to first, but like, I think, but you set yourself up for, yeah, I just don't like that call. I think, this might not work out, right? Like, they might get a slow roller to where they score the run and the infield in would have gotten the guy at the plate, but we don't. But all in all, I like our percentages better with the infield back here. So it's another lefty on lefty matchup. Trujillo is a complete monster here in the postseason with a 1068 OPS. The bases are loaded. There's 1 down. We're putting the infield back in double play depth. So here's Caldera to Trujillo. This is a 1-1 pitch coming. And that is in the air to left. Ortega's ranging over. It's fairly deep. We're gonna get a play at the plate looking like the runner's coming in. So the runner scores on a sac fly. The Cubs take a 3-2 lead. And so, yeah, we can play infield and outfield normal here. Actually, I'll go ahead and give it back to my manager. I generally let him control the defense, except in situations like that. So the run's in, but we're still in a spot here. We got 2 down, first and third, 3-2 Cubs. The number 9 hitter, the catcher, Miguel Amaya, is up. He's a righty against the lefty Caldera, and here comes a 1-2 pitch. And he strikes him out swinging. What an absolutely huge job from Caldera. Bases loaded, nobody out. The only run that comes in is a run on a sac fly. Awesome. So now we're going to the bottom of the 4th. Our second baseman, Mike Angeletta, is up. We got a 1-2 pitch coming to Angeletta. And that's a grounder to first. First baseman takes it to the bag. We've got 1 down. Now we've got Ben Ortega coming up. 2-2 pitch. He's down on strikes. Trujillo's up. We got a 1-2 pitch coming. Slow grounder to third. And that's the inning. It's already 5:20. So if you can give me a second here, I'm going to text my wife, ask her to take the burgers out of the freezer. So once I'm done here, I can get them on the grill. And then we'll be good to go. All right. Because like 5:30 to 6 is like generally dinner time here in the Holden household. I don't know. Let's get. We got a World Series game though. So I'm going to stick with Caldera for a bit. See what he can give us. Goloff is like the only guy who matches lefties in their lineup. And there it is. Here's a line drive down the left field line. It's in there for a double. Goloff is into second standing up. And so now we've got man on second with nobody out. Rusty McLaren's up. First pitch of the at-bat is swung on and hit deep to center field, but Sanchez goes back on it. I guess it was hit harder more than it was deep. But, yeah, burgers for him might be an issue because we've got 2 burgers, Mike. But, I mean, I'll share if you want. We don't cook a ton of burgers around here, but we bought some the other week, and I like grilling them. So, Kirk, what's going on, man? So we are in Game 6. Welcome. The O's are up 3-2 in this game, and as you can see, the Cubs have the lead. So we have Jonathan Salisbury, the number 3 hitter, up, 1 down, man on second, Caldera on the mound. Here comes a 2-2 pitch, and that is a base hit to center field. Will it score the run? Yes, it will score the run. He's safe at the plate. RBI single. So it's 4-2 Cubs now. Still sticking with Caldera here to face Williams. Here's a 2-2 pitch. He's down on strikes. And we've got 2 down. Verdugo up now. Oh, we throw to first. We pick him off. Oh, we picked him off. Excellent. So now we're going to the bottom of the 5th. And give me a second. I am checking in on the burger status. They are apparently already out of the freezer, but are they defrosted? That's what I need to know. And now we've got Sandoval up, and Sandoval is leading off the bottom of the 5th here. Our number 8 hitter against Hamaguchi. We're down 4-2. Here's an 0-1 pitch. And that's a slow roller to the right side. Sandoval's fast. He's going to beat it out for an infield hit. So now we've got Adel Amador, our number 9 hitter, up, 1-1 pitch. And that is grounded down the third base line. Man, they were hugging the line there. So the third baseman fields it, throws to second, and gets the lead runner, but Amador's on. Man, if they were not playing close to the line, that was a double down the line. That was like over the bag when the third baseman was just like standing there. All right, so now back to the top of the order. Sanchez is up, 1 down, man on first, 3-1 pitch. And that's a slow roller to second. He's going to go to second for 1. That's the only runner they're going to get. And so now we got Mario Armendariz. I could go for another 2-run homer here. How about you guys? I could use that in my life. So Armendariz is up with 2 down and a man on first. We got a 1-1 pitch coming. Runner goes. Sanchez steals the bag. He's into scoring position. Now here comes a full count pitch, and that is popped up on the infield. Shortstop's got it. Mario can't come through for us. Not this time. So now Caldera, I think I'm just riding him here, man. He's been good. He's been solid. He hasn't been amazing. He worked out of that jam. But honestly, I'd like to get as many outs as possible from a lefty. And at this point, I think he's unavailable tomorrow, right? So I'd like to stay away from my other two lefties for as long as I can in this game. And if I pull him out, I think I'm going to be going to my other lefties by the 7th or 8th inning. So I'm sticking with him. Here's a 1-0 pitch to lead off the 6th inning. And that is trouble to deep left. Ortega's going back. He's on the track, and he's got it. Wow. That was a screwball there from Caldera that got no one's unavailable in Game 7. That's true. But if he's at 6%, you might be in trouble if you bring him in. Fair point. I guess what I'm saying is I want some dudes who are able to throw more than 73 miles an hour. All right, so now here's Rivas, the 1-2 pitch with one down to their designated hitter. And that is swung on and grounded slowly to second, and we get him at first, though. All right, so now we've got Mauricio up with 2 down and a 3-1 pitch coming. And that is in the air to center. Sanchez coming on. He's got it. Caldera. Solid inning. That's what we need. So Weinberger's leading off the bottom of the 6th for us here. The 1-2 pitch. And that is deep to left. Way back, Ethan Weinberger. I mean, he gets a hit once every 12 at-bats, but they're always home runs, is what it seems to be his postseason here. So we're down to 4-3 now. And Bob is up, lefty on lefty. First pitch of the at-bat here to Bob. And that is deep to right, back, and that's gone. Back-to-back homers from Weinberger and Maldonado. The O's have tied the game. So now they're going to go to the pen. They're going to bring in this guy, Isaac Ayon, who pitched 96 innings for him this year, 4.97 ERA, 31 walks, 75 Ks. So Angeletta is up here. We've got a whole new ball game. Here's a 2-1 pitch. And that is in the air to left, but that one's not going to go. He hit it a mile in the air and fairly deep, but the left fielder brings it in. So now here's Ben Ortega. Much more favorable conditions for him now with a righty on the mound. And here's an 0-1 pitch to Ben. And that is hit solidly to left field, but the left fielder hauls it in. That was a line shot to left. So now we got Victor Trujillo, our catcher, up. Here's a 1-1 pitch with 2 down on the 6th. And that's deep to left. That is gone. Trujillo crushes it to left field into the seats. Baltimore is going bonkers. 3 solo home runs in the inning, and we're up 5-4, dudes. We are up 5-4. Here's Chris Sandoval. 0-1 pitch. And that is in the air to left. That's not going to go. Left fielder's got it. A lot of fly balls that inning. 3 of them went over the fence. We scored 3 runs on 3 hits, which were 3 solo home runs. And we've got a 5-4 lead. Caldera still has gas in the tank. Trujillo is the guy who really mashes righties. So I'm going to leave in Caldera, but I'm pretty much now that with a lead now, I'll empty the tank in the pen. I don't care. And anybody can pitch tomorrow if it ends up going to it. But we're all in here, obviously. But Caldera's been cruising pretty well. We're leaving him in. And here's a 2-1 pitch to lead off the inning. And that's going to be a double down the line. And so now we're going to the pen. And they've got 2 righties up. And Goloff is the one guy who we prefer to have a righty in if we can work the matchups well. So we're going to main man McKinley Moore here, our ace reliever. We gotta put the fire out. Yeah, I wonder if the Orioles have ever hit 3 home runs in a postseason before, Mr. Fake Sports Dynasty. Mike, I doubt they've ever done it in a World Series game to give them the lead where they're on the brink of winning it. So now we've got McKinley Moore in, arguably the best reliever in baseball. He's had a couple shaky performances for us in the postseason, but we've got a man on second. We got nobody down. The number 9 hitter, Miguel Amaya, is up, and here comes a 1-1 pitch. So he's not striking him out, unfortunately. Struck out 16.2 guys per 9 this year. And that is line drive left field. Ortega's got it. So we've got one down. McKinley can go 3 innings, but with how lefty heavy and how well they hit righties, I don't know if I'll use him for all 3. So they are bringing in our man Jim Draper, who we all remember is completely incompetent against left-handed pitching and absolutely murders right-handed pitching. But this is what we're working with now. They just took out their leadoff hitter, Jake Goloff, arguably their best hitter. So McKinley, do your thing, man. This is an 0-1 pitch. And it's a pass ball. Awesome. So he swung and missed, but it's a pass ball. So the tying run is now 90 feet away. Infield comes in. I like that call. And here comes the 3-2 pitch to Draper. And he's down on strikes looking. Huge strikeout from McKinley Moore. Now here's Rusty McLaren, another guy who can give righties trouble, but, we're going to – yeah, so they did – Wyoming is a good point. Pretty much the only guy who mashes righties and doesn't hit lefty – or is that right? Yeah, mashes lefties. I'm sorry. Pretty much the only guy who mashes lefties in their lineup, they just took out their leadoff hitter. So we've got 2 lefties ready to go in the pen if we can, but if we need it. But McKinley Moore's obviously, he needs to stay in here because it's only his 3rd batter, so he hasn't faced the minimum. And here comes the first pitch. Don't be a pass ball or some lame stuff like that. Popped him up. 3rd baseman's got it. McKinley's out of the jam. And we're going to the bottom of the 7th on top 5-4. So now here's Adel Amador to lead us off. The 1-2 pitch. And he's down on strikes. And now we've got Franklin Sanchez, who's our leadoff hitter. Here's a 1-2 pitch. He's down on strikes. Yeah, it was about 3 miles outside. Mario Armendariz get in on the solo home run party, maybe? 3-2 pitch coming. Little slow roller. Pitcher's got it. Goes to first. He's out of there. So we're obviously going to stick with McKinley here for the leadoff righty. Williams mashes righties, but I don't know. Like, McKinley's our best dude. We might just stick with him here depending on what happens. So here's a 1-2 pitch. And that is in the air to left. Ortega's coming in, and Ortega's got it. So, yeah, I'm still sticking with McKinley, even though this guy is an absolute beast against righties. 75 power. I'm sticking with my best reliever, though. If there was a man on base that could give them the lead, I might think through this differently. But for now, we want McKinley to get us a bunch of outs. So 3-2 pitch, and he walks him. Okay, so now we've got a righty up for Dugo. 1 down, man on first. 2-2 pitch coming. And he's down on strikes swinging. Now here's Rivas up, who is another good lefty bat, but we're sticking with McKinley. Here's a 1-2 pitch to Rivas. And he's down on strikes looking. All right, McKinley Moore. It's got us on the doorstep here. Here's Weinberger. Led off the solo home run brigade back there in like the 5th or 6th, where we hit 3 solo home runs. We went from down 4-2 to up 5-4, which is still the score. 3-2 pitch coming to our guy, Ethan. He's down on strikes. Now here's Bob Maldonado. Big solo home run lefty on lefty last time. 2-2 pitch to Bob. He's down on strikes looking. And now we've got Mike Angeletta up with 2 down, nobody on, 1-1 pitch. And that is a ground ball to first. And he's out of there. All right. So we're to the 9th. We're 3 outs away from a World Series win. And they've got 2 guys who really maybe I should think about having a lefty face. Especially Trujillo, the second guy. So my thought is here, Moore is my best reliever, right? I'm going to let him face Mauricio. And if Mauricio gets on and Trujillo, who just murders righties with the long ball, if he's got a chance to give them the lead, I think I'll go to a lefty then. But I'm going to give McKinley a chance here as my best arm, but not my best arm versus lefties necessarily. So let's see what happens first batter. This is a 3-2 pitch. Do not walk him. Strikes him out. Love it. We're 2 outs away, Baltimore. So I am tempted to go to a lefty here because this guy is such a good power hitter against righties. But I'm going to stick with McKinley because he's my best pitcher. And here's the first pitch of the at-bat. Ground ball to second. It's slow, though. Angelotta's got it. Oh, he gets him by his step. Yeah, I did not want the tying run getting on base there. So now we've got 2 down. They've got a pinch hitter on here. This guy has walked in the postseason. No at-bats, but he's got a 1,000 OBP. So let's see who this dude is. Build the suspense a little bit more. 27-year-old outfielder. He's a switch hitter. He had 264 plate appearances, a 121 WRC plus. Let's make sure that we all right with McKinley here. So career versus lefties, a 51 WRC plus. Career versus righties, a 130 WRC plus. I should go to the lefty here, right? I mean, McKinley's my guy, but how can I leave him out here to face this guy who just is incompetent against lefties and his power gets an uptick against righties? What do you guys think? What do you guys think here? No lefty? No, Kirk is not on board, but everybody else says lefty. Yeah, I think we got to go. We got to go to our guy Dave Correa here. McKinley's got to be disappointed. I'm sure he was envisioning himself being mobbed on the mound after getting the last out, but he's a team player. He'll be all right. And so the crowd is a little divided, but most of you would agree go for the lefty. So we're going to the lefty. We're going to Dave Correa. And we're going to make Guzman bat from the right side where he's much weaker. And we got a 2-2 pitch coming. This could be it, folks. And he's down on strikes. The O's have won the World Series. He struck him out looking. And it's 2032. I believe this is the longest World Series drought I've had in Out of the Park. But it's now over. And, I mean, when I started this, I had no idea I would really be doing this on YouTube with like 25 people watching. So that's pretty fun. So who got So Ethan Weinberger did get the series MVP. He had, I think, 3 home runs in the series and a couple multi-hit games. That's well-deserved. He probably won't be on the team next year because he lost his job to our injured right fielder. And so appreciate all the enthusiasm in the comments. Kevin Shea, man, what a long road it's been for you as a fake O's fan with us 10 months ago when we started this on opening day at the start of our rebuild when we were awful. And here we are today. Corrales was rough. Caldera was great. McKinley Moore obviously was amazing. Dave Correa, the big last strikeout. And, the team, it'll look a little different next year. The pitching staff will definitely be different. Juan's going to put some music on. And, I mean, the song that I always put on for opening day is a song that you can find on Spotify. It's called Ice in My Glass. It's by Late Night Delivery. So, I mean, if I'm putting anything on, I'm putting that on to celebrate here. And there won't be any copyright claims on it. There haven't been yet on the other ones. So I don't think my friend Peter of Late Night Delivery has that going on. So, yeah, so 5-4 win. Anything else we need to see here? We're good. I think we're good. Yeah, well, I mean, for sure. Corrales is definitely going to qualifying offer, but he's going to reject it. Mike from Fake Sports Dynasties, I appreciate it. So we are champions. We unlocked that achievement. And that's pretty much it, man. Playoff tree. There we are. And just to kind of recap the postseason here. Trujillo is huge, man. 151 WRC plus for my kind of late hitting catcher. Weinberger obviously was huge once he came in for the injury. Armendariz and Maldonado were solid. Sandoval, the rookie, was good. Then after that, Ortega, Sanchez were fine, and then it got kind of ugly. Angeletta had a good 2 or 3 games there. Stackhouse is in the house. Thanks for being here, man. Yeah, we won. Yeah, Mike, I am going to go make a burger or two. I'm all out of beer, though. I just drank my last one, so I won't be having any beer. Lou, thanks for being here, man. You know, it was good to have people jump in early, late, in the middle on the bandwagon. If you're here, and you're welcome to be here. So who put up the most WAR pitching-wise? Corrales in just 16 and a third put up 0.7. Aguilar was fine. Nobody was negative. McKinley Moore put up 0.4. Donovan was good. Caldera was good. I can show you a couple record books now, Mike. What do you want to do? You mean like the career leaders and all that? I have some guys starting to creep onto that, but to be honest, I have a bunch of regular season records, and Armendariz and Maldonado are going to be on the career leaderboards within the next couple seasons. And Patino, I think, has crept his way onto a couple. And I have Ryan Mountcastle, who was with my team for a while, is on a couple. So, but yeah, I could do a full recap though of it, where I go through and figure out what's what. But Maldonado's second all time in batting average. Armendariz is 6th, and on base, Armendariz is 7th. Armendariz just set the record for slugging percentage in a season and is also the career leader in slugging percentage. So rate stats, they're up there. The counting stats, they're still making their way up those. So OPS is the career leader and Maldonado's 3rd. I have 2 of the best hitters in Orioles history on my team right now. They haven't accumulated enough WAR, but Armendariz just put up a 9 WAR season, which is the 3rd best in O's history. Runs, they're not going to be up there yet. Although Armendariz almost set the record this season. Hits, I've got Mountcastle there. He was part of my team. Maldonado will be up there eventually soon. Yeah, but all these counting stats, they just haven't had enough time to get up there. They're on the single season a bunch. Home runs, Armendariz just set the record with 58. I've got Mountcastle over here at 238. He was on my team. RBIs, nobody yet, even though Maldonado's on there once. Armendariz is on there. Mountcastle and Carlson are both on there. So, yeah. But strikeout kings, Mountcastle made his way to 2nd before I got rid of him, but he could not topple Chris Davis. And he's only got 1 season in the top 10. Dylan Carlson is up there. And pitching-wise, Stronghold, we did win. We won 4 games to 2. We won the last game 5-4. It got kind of intense, but we pulled it out. Pitching-wise, wins, obviously nobody's going to be up there. Winning percentage, so Ben Schilt, winning percentage, leads all O's pitchers. Patino is 4th. Dylan Lawson was one of my dudes. He's 9th. Saves, Durbin Feltman was my guy for a while. He's now gone, but 123 career saves, 3rd all-time behind Olsen and Britton. WAR, we've got Luis Patino has made his way onto the leaderboard for WAR. He's now 8th. Pitching wise, I don't have any single season. Asa Lacy had one at 6.8, 6th all time. Games pitched, Feltman is 2nd. He's 2nd only to Palmer. He's not with me anymore, so he's not going to beat him. But games started, complete games, shutouts, nobody's going to be there. Home runs allowed for sure. Yeah, I've got all the records here, single season. Castillo was my pitcher. He's the one who made it on. And then walks per 9, Marquez, Corrales, Lacy, Marquez again. Asa Lacy's on the all-time leaderboard for best walks per nine. Lawson is also there. Strikeouts, we've got Patino is 5th in franchise history, and Lacy is 8th. Single season, Livian Delgado has the record. He broke it by 1. Lacy is 3rd. Delgado is 5th. Donovan actually finished 8th this year. Wow. Marquez is on there. Strikeouts per 9, Delgado, and then Feltman 2nd. Lacy's 3rd. I've got the top 5 here. These are all my guys. And so I've got a bunch of guys, but really in like 5 seasons, Armendariz and Maldonado were like rule everything. Yeah, it's a little tough to do this without legends like Gunnar Henderson and Durbin Feltman, but we'd like to thank them for their contributions along the way. It wouldn't have been possible. Oh, sorry, Merrick. I didn't realize I was beating your team there. Well, hey, to be fair, they beat me like 4 years ago in the World Series. So just making it even. So that's going to be all. I don't know. I'll probably come back and just like take a look at the team going into the offseason because, like I said, we're bound to lose some guys here. Patino is going to opt out, and Corrales is a free agent, and they're both getting up there, and they both want almost $30 million per season. Sanchez might be gone. Amador, our shortstop, might opt out. But pretty much all our other bats are back. Our rotation and our bullpen were the best in baseball. We've got a good farm system. I think I'll be okay, even losing my top 2 starters and my starting shortstop. I think I'm going to be all right. I think I've got the depth. I might make a trade or two to bring in a pitcher like Ethan Weinberger, World Series MVP, might be gone because of Julio Concepcion, who unfortunately, went out with the injury, but is a total beast and is going to win AL Rookie of the Year with 5.2 WAR and 113 starts. So anyways, I'm going to go cook some burgers on the grill to celebrate this World Series win. It was cool to have everybody as part of it. Thanks for tuning in. I'll be back with another O's episode. I don't know when I'll be live again, but, as always, leave comments. If you got questions on the tutorials or want any tutorials, just let me know. And, I'll see all you dudes soon, hopefully. Congrats to all of you, especially Kevin Shea and Fake Sports Dynasty Mike Holden, who were with us from the first opening day. I know Stefan Stackhouse was with us from a while back. Sorry if I'm forgetting it. It's hard to keep track of who's been here the whole time, but I know Wyme and Juan have both been in and out of games for a while. And sorry if I'm forgetting any. It's hard to keep track who's been here since 2020. I don't know if anybody other than Mike and Kevin have been, but congrats to all of you on this big win. And we will see you next time.